What is up, my Clever Coop family? Thank you for your patience. I greatly appreciate it. I have had a busy morning and I'm finally testing negative for the COVID, which is awesome, which is great, and I'm really stoked. Thank you so much for bearing with me while I haven't been feeling super well. I've started this morning like disinfecting everything, washing sheets, all that good stuff. So not that I'm usually super on time, but the reason this morning I'm a little late is that. How are y'all doing? How's it flippin' going? It's wonderful to see you. Thanks for hanging out today. The beard returns. Yes, it does. I grew the beard for like a week when I had COVID, and then I've trimmed it like 2 or 3 times now, but I'm like just trying it out just for fun. Just for fun. It may not stick around, but here we are. But the nails, yeah, the nails have returned. The nails have returned. So boom, painted nails. That's right. I'm a whole new person. No more COVID and other stuff took its place. It's good to see y'all. Hope you're doing well. If you're new here, hi, my name is Damien. I'm a voice actor. I'm a Twitch streamer. You may also know me from the YouTube channel Smosh. I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. We do a lot of either really chill games or really intense games, and no in between, but sometimes in between. I used to do Spooky Thursdays. I'd like to bring them back, but for now we're playing Elden Ring, and it's weirdly a relaxing game, for me at least, and hopefully that extends to you. So thanks for being here. Hey, we've got our first sub bomb of the day. Thank you so much to Anna Rose 130, dropping 5 flipping gift subs to Lunist 101, Hey Bubbles, Gloomy Zombie, Ellie or Nora, and then Phantasmagoria Gray. Thank you very much, Anna Rose. I appreciate you. Oodles of much of several of a lot. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the sub bomb. Also, for anybody who's new here, I read out tips with messages attached. I read out new subscribers as they come in, sub bombs as they're dropped, and I save the resubscribers all at once at the end of stream to keep things a little bit with, you know, more of a flow. That being said, as much as I appreciate that, and it does very much help support me, it's not an expectation. You can hang out here for free. In fact, if you are a youngin' or if times are tough, I encourage you, you know, taking care of your money, and either way, take care of yourself first. Make sure your needs are met. But thank you very much. Tuatha also dropping 5 flipping gift subs. Let's go. Tuatha, thank you so much for gifting to Virtian, Coda Simon, Anna Spanakopita, love that, Hapless Charmer, and then Cloud's Spirit. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oodles, Gandalf Tacos, that name is awesome. How early did you join Twitch to have to get that name? Because that's flippin' cool. Tuatha, thank you so much. And then finally, Demo Nacho, dropping 3 flipping gift subs. Let's go. Thank you very much. Demo Nacho gifting to Taylor Zelda, Kirarin VT, and then Liam D92. Thank you very much. Oh, goodness. It's good to see y'all. Yeah, we're going to be playing some Elden Ring today. I'm going to be going a handful of hours. I'm still trying to take it easy as I recover from COVID, just to make sure it's not too crazy recovering from it in the future. That being said, yesterday I had a very physically intensive day. Y'all know that I enjoy doing like estate sales and auctions and things like that for really cheap little treasures that I find, and I'm like, oh, cool little box. It was $5, and nobody bid on it. How cool. So I bid on a couple things from a place that was going to end yesterday, and I expected, like, surely I'll be well from COVID by then, and thankfully I did test negative yesterday as well. But that being said, a lot of the stuff was bigger than I expected, so I had to play like high stakes Tetris, trying to get it in my car for like an hour in the sun. So oops, that was too much physical activity for where I was at, so I was pretty exhausted after that. So, you know, I think that's all the physical activity I need this month. It sounds intense. Yeah, yes, in direct sunlight. Yeah, I looked, I had to take 2 different breaks in my car, and I looked, and the car was saying like, hey, it's 95 degrees outside. Are you cool? And I was like, yes. But today is video games. Today, I don't know, guys, I don't know if you know this, it's video games day. So looking forward to playing that. We do have a few new subscribers joining on their own. Everybody please give a Clever Coop welcome to Jess the Mac, Jinxed Up Live, and then Hey Harmony here. Thank you very much, y'all. All subscribing at a tier 1. Welcome to you. Thank you for that. We hope to see you in the Discord and enjoy all the emotes. Let me see here. I'm actually going to scooch the camera a bit. It got scooted when I was adjusting things. There we go. That's close up of my face. There we go. Now I seem not like I'm like, hey everybody, how's it going? Video games. Cool. Haha. Good posture. Haha. How's the DLC so far? Oh, I love it. It's exquisite. It's exquisite. In fact, we just left off in a spooky old haunted mansion situation. It's going to be a grand old time. I'm excited to try to fight the boss there because I have not done that in my own playthrough. I have to go to school. Damien saved me. Well, lolrat 6969. Nice. School is school. We've all done it. Doesn't mean it's fun. Try your best. Live your life. It's not fun, but other stuff is waiting for you when you get home. Do what I did and sketch stuff from video games in the corner of your notebooks, and then when you get home, you can play those games. I don't know. Are there going to be... Sibila Rider writes, are there going to be ghosts? I read it as egg ghosts, and I was trying for the life of me to figure out what that meant. Yes, there will be ghosts. There will be a spooky guy. We've also got Babblepuff gifting a sub to Cloud Dreamer. Thank you for doing that. And Wisteria gifting a sub to Sibor. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. Welcome on in. Stay hydrated, don't you worry. I've got a bunch of water and coconut water around me. Water from squeezing the earth and clouds, and then water from squeezing coconuts. So there you go. Cheers. This is for you who told me to stay hydrated. So much hydration, I can barely stand it. Oh snap, Melisween dropping a big old sub bomb. Melisween, thank you so much. Dropping 10 flipping gift subs. 2 grass with so many S's. Umi 650, Mr. Azuz 92, Mr. Lee, fashion is the best. John Cena 320, Mellow Minty, Steezy Steve, TK Nolan, and then Lunar Song High. Thank you very much, Melisween. That was very kind of you. Appreciate you. Arwa says, do you plan on playing other games on stream or in your free time? I have in my free time been playing on my own save file on Elden Ring that I don't play on stream. But I also finally tried out Fear and Hunger 2. It's intense. It's the kind of game that I feel like if I had more time, I would super get into it. But for now, I'm just like, oh, that's cool. I can appreciate it. But, you know, you have free time, says Sleepy Little Rider. Not really, but that's okay. I like it that way. In fact, I've got a busy week waiting for me now that I'm well again. Got a voiceover thing tomorrow. So that's the other caveat. If I feel my voice starting to get a little crunchy during stream, I will probably hop off just to be safe. Alrighty. Thanks again, y'all, for being here. Melisween, I appreciate that a lot. I've got a few tips rolling in. I'll read those out as I'm actually playing the game. I won't spend too long waiting to get there. I will say, when I was loading all that furniture and stuff into my car, there was a guy next to me with a big pickup truck, and he was like just sort of watching me the whole time. And like, I'm out of place a little bit there. Like, everybody there seems more just, you know, chill, very normal style clothing, and I'm like there with like black clothes and slicked back like white-ish hair and like piercings, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And the guy's like, do you want some rope to tie down your trunk? I'm like, no, it's okay. I feel like I have this next configuration of furniture is going to be the one. It's going to be the one. And because he's watched me play card Tetris for an hour. And I was like, you know, they had this chair there that I liked, and they offered it up to me, and so I chose to take that as well. So I didn't expect to have this. I didn't expect that I'd need this much room. And he's like, yeah, I didn't expect to take the boat. And I looked in the back of his truck, and he has just a giant like sailboat loaded into the back. And I'm like, yeah, that's, yeah, pretty much same, man. Pretty much same situation there. I'm good on the rope though. Thank you. And so it was just sweet. He had a boat. Yeah, RJ. He was like, yeah, my buddy has a fishing boat, but his wife has been wanting her own fishing boat. So, you know, this was here and it was too good to pass up. And I think it was something like $50 for a functioning fishing boat. I'm like, to have a pickup truck in LA would be wild. I don't need it. You know, most people don't need a pickup truck in LA, but the power you must feel going to little yard sales, that's wild. Anyway, great to see y'all. Great to see y'all. I'm excited to play today. If you don't know Elden Ring, I'll get you caught up lickety split on both the story and kind of where we're at in the main vibe of the game. But yeah, other than that, I feel like things are good to go. Oh, a couple announcements. None of them have, we're sort of like playing chicken, like who's gonna announce first. I've locked in 3 or 4 different conventions all at once, in different locations. So I might be coming to a town near you. And I will announce them as they come through and get fully locked in. But yeah, keep ears peeled, eyes peeled, ears open, clear heart, can't lose, no bones. Yeah. And then I do have a new print in my Streamly shop. I'll be doing a streamed signing on the 24th of August. That's in 1 day less than 2 weeks. It is I can just say the name of the character. One is a Van Ark ride. It's a new character that I had. Gen Con says, Dr. Logan. I think I've missed that one, unfortunately. That was one that I just missed for having COVID. But it's there in my Streamly shop. Thank you very much, Rosa Elena, for dropping that. I'm not going to be talking about it too much on the Twitters and such because there is a video game strike. And while I am allowed to sign commissioned artwork, I don't want to talk too much about the game itself. It's a weird gray area where I'm fine to do it, but the perception of it is maybe not great. And if people think you're breaking strike, that it's kind of the same thing, whether you're like right about it or not. So if you know anybody who's a Trails fan who would be interested, feel free to spread the word. Otherwise, I'm going to be... But it's happening either way on the 24th. And I did buy a webcam, a little webcam. I don't know if the quality yet. I haven't tested it out. It was very cheap to do so you could see my hand signing it. So yeah, that's a thing too. So I think that's all the announcements I have. Okay, before we hop into the game, I'm going to do a little tradition around here called the question of the day that we always do. Hey, what's up, the Kerminator 420? Welcome in for the first time. And the question of the day is... Who do we have in the chat today? We've got Mills for Days, Demo Nacho, we got Amateur Nail Art, we got Crina Ray, Val is a Chaotic Fangirl, Amiana KC, Gabriella C, we got Freya La La La, we've got Randomly Generated Fan of All Things Unholy 69, nice. Etheria Art, Rosa Atlanta, Rye the Bread, we got Louis the French one, Itzy's Code, Virtual Boy Scout, Astrophy, what's up to Jay Newcomb, Mars is Dead, Games with Kai, Fun-Sized Nerd Fighter, what's up to Riven Rose War, Astrophy, I think I already said that, I am Grooch, Jinxed Up Live, Second Place Legend, what's up to Robo, what is up to K Aaliyah, Imp in My Head, Sal 0007, Lolrat 6969, you should be in school, you already said that, Jenna Official, 1 miles per hour, Pink Rice Box, we've got Hale Rose, Hayes Arena, Justin to Mitch. We've got Peeps Draws, Howlchemy, Zelia Blackthorn, Wisteria, Park Min, RJ25. What's up to Melisween, Milan TVM, Noah Cola, Win Savoy. What is up to Stay Frosty Nina, Gamali? What is up to Justin Long? Helena Mortema, what is up to Monsters Believe in Me, Cafe Crow, Alyssa with a bunch of numbers, too many to count. That's right, folks. There are too many people here for science to count. Science doesn't even have that many numbers. So tell you what, if I didn't say hi to you right off the bat, well, guess what? I'm sure I'll see you at some point during the stream. So hang out and lurk, hang out and chat, hang out and use me as background noise while you do that thing that you promised you'd get done this weekend and you haven't even started yet. All that I ask is that you please just keep those extremely basic and chill chat rules. Because our mods are here. Shout out mods. Hi, mods. They work very hard and they are completely volunteering to be here. They don't have to be here and they're doing it. So thank you very much to the mods. Shout out Rosa Elena, Randomly Generated, and more. Sometimes mods lurk as well. So thank you very much, y'all. Appreciate you. All right, let's do some fidget games. And like I said, I'll read out all the things I missed. Nana Milk, or Nana Milk, maybe it's Banana, dropping 1,000 bits. Thank you so very much. Saying, glad the kitties were benevolent and gave you that final bit of healing kitty energy. Oh, is that what that was? Because I thought they've been rambunctious little geese. I thought they've been rambunctious little beasts. But that's okay. I love them very much. And indeed, they have been cuddled. But yeah, thank you. I definitely feel way better. My energy is in general pretty low, and that's okay. That's just how it's going to be for a little bit. But I think I've got enough for a 4-hour voiceover session tomorrow. I've got enough for some streaming today, some streaming on Tuesday. It's going to be just fine. Boop-a-doop-boop. Oh, there we go. Boom. Zelia Blackthorn, it's good to see you. It has indeed been a minute. Hope all is well. Alrighty, good luck with the recording tomorrow. Thank you very much, Demo Nacho. I appreciate that. Yeah, here's hoping the voice holds strong, and if not, it's always nice to be working with a company that understands, and I believe they are, and they would. Let me scroll this down again. How much can I do? It still makes sense to do. Okay, great. This is the game of Elden Ring. I don't know why I did that, like SNL. This is the game of Elden Ring. Bobby Moynihan. So, if you're not familiar with Souls games, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, basically, You are a character that is in a world that is trapped in a cycle of death and rebirth. That's just kind of how it goes. It's generally pretty spooky, and you can take on that world however you want. In this particular one, there is a family of the gods, and the gods themselves have been sort of losing power, not doing so hot. And not doing so hot. And because of that, there's a bit of a power vacuum. So you, as an undying zombie fellow, a little guy, it's your job to figure that out. Maybe beat them up a little bit, take their spot. I don't know. I'm not the boss of you. That's kind of how it goes. And right now we're in a very spooky mansion. A very spooky mansion called Midra's Manse. Apparently the guy who lurks inside has gone crazy. So I'm very excited about that. Is this the room where you find one of the other dudes from the intro? I don't know, Ryan Core. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. All right. So this is our character. We've been using weapons that are either dodgy and stabby, fancy sword longboys, or punching, literal punching. You're punching a ghost. And you know what? I gotta say, there's something extremely satisfying about that. Like, check it out. Yeah. So in this game, you do die a lot. It is very normal. If you look in the bottom right corner, that is how much experience I have in game that I've built up from beating enemies and bosses. If you die, you lose all of it, and you have one chance to pick it back up again. And if you die again before that happens, it goes back to 0. So that's a tricky little game, and I like that. Nanamilk, thank you very much for the generous bits, and Emerald Cricket, thank you for 200 bits. Appreciate you a lot. All right, so real quick before I give myself the chance to even lose a bunch of those, I'm gonna level up real quick. Hey, we got the Slashtimus here. Dropping 10 flippin' gift subs. Let's go. Slashtimus, thank you very much. Gifting to Kuroku Jensen, the Pineapple Galaxy, Gab Shows, My Kiosaurus, Hoodoo Voodoo, Skirtiak, Truth Advocate, Neliok5, Jake NWOO, and then Mads Away. Thank you so much for that, the Slashtimus. I appreciate you. It's very kind of you. If you have been gifted a sub bomb today, or a sub or whatever, please drop a thank you in chat if you feel comfortable. Otherwise, general thank you to everybody who's been such a generous goose today. Again, all of that really does help me, and I appreciate it a lot. Ty Tick Guy dropping 2 as well. Thank you. Gifting to Aries, and then Sprankles OW. Thank you. Look at the. I'm sorry. I know it's crazy, and I know the dust would be nuts. Like, obviously cleaned up. I feel like I would live here. I feel like I would live here. Isn't that, I mean, I kind of love it. It's kind of amazing. Library is a mess. Well, Milan TVM, I'm about to take that summer reading program. All right. I wish normal libraries would let you do this. I wish you could just jump about on the tops of things and nobody even has a problem with it. The trade-off being that some guy with a candlestick is going to cast magics at you, and that's actually okay. I'm actually fine with that. Okay, in my defense, that kind of just exploded by me walking next to it. That's not how normal pottery should go. It's a little too precious. My Ming vase that I left near my dusty books. Geology Sheep, thank you for dropping 3 flippin' gift subs. Let's go. Geology Sheep is gifting to... Did I make it? Oh, barely. Blondie said, what? Maddie Wesker, and then Captain Swordfish, thank you so much. Baby Magic, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I'm talking to the Neophoric person this week. I will drop your name many times, and I'm not even going to pick it back up. Lovely to see you, my friend. Oh, hello. Also, did y'all see that Dead by Daylight is adding a Castlevania pack where you get to play as Trevor Belmont and or Dracula? I feel like that's the thing that's going to get me into Dead by Daylight finally, and I feel like that's the thing that will also maybe bring back Spooky Thursdays. Or actually, what? Honestly, sir, rude, I was actually talking. So we've been doing Spooky Thursdays. It's been a while since we've done it. But I'm so obsessed with certain games and want to keep playing them. What if I add Spooky Days, change Spooky Thursdays to like Spooky every other Friday or something like that? You know what I mean? You played as San Diego during Comic-Con and also got COVID, Baby Magic? No, Comic-Con was rough. That was, a lot of people got it. I mask more than most people. I could have masked more during Comic-Con, but still, it was, yeah, kicked my butt. Geology Sheep, thank you again for the sub bombs. Hope you're doing well with the job shift and all of that. All right, so we've opened up a little shortcut here, meaning we're back at this little location. My cape is covered in blood, but honestly, I'm fine with it. Spooky Saturdays. Saturday's cool. I feel like I'd want to keep one weekend day to just be free and clear for the most part. So maybe it'd be like Spooky Fridays. Spooky Fridays, Spooky Wednesdays. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I do want to maybe I start slow. Maybe I commit to like one day a month we do something spooky. I think that could be fun. Oh, here's something fun. So you notice how my cape is covered in blood here? I think I have the items for this. One second. Do I? Yes, I do. Check it out. Soap. Soap can clean you in this game. This is a next-gen situation. All right. Thanks for the sub bombs, y'all. Geologess. Meet Geology Sheep. Be friends. Subscribing for the first time. Welcome to you. Very spicy welcome, and thank you. Nightmare Night. Oh, Pup Games. So smart. May I steal that? Potentially. I like that a lot. Thank you. Also, yo, Halloween stuff is starting to drop where it's like, reserve your tickets now. And I'm like, hey, I know it's August, but I don't care. I'm excited. MLP, My Little Pony, or Major League Gaming? Is that what you mean? One thing I did almost get in my throes of COVID boredom and being like, I don't even care. I'll just get a thing. And I didn't do it. I'm better with saving than that. There are My Little Pony Friendship is Magic cards. They're not legal to use in tournaments or anything because they have ridiculous effects, but I was like, I should get those and frame them. And I'm like, I don't even care about My Little Pony. Why? It's just like, it's just where my brain was at. I think I needed some kind of dopamine hit. One fun thing is when you're connected to the internet properly, you can see a bunch of bloodstains there to see where people had died. Because you're supposed to drop down to this and then jump. I think most people skip that and jump down thinking they would make this, and they don't. All right. My Little Pony is fire. I have nothing against it. I've seen the first season back like when I was, the brief time I went to college. I had a roommate that was like, hey, actually check out this show. And I was like, okay. And I enjoyed it. So truly nothing against it. Just, it's not like, I'm not a brony as they would say. All right. Ooh, this is a cool little lore situation. Oh my God. Do you think he's okay? I'll read out tips in a minute. Thank you again, y'all. Are you dyeing your hair anytime soon? Yes, now that I've tested negative 2 days in a row, I'm actually going to be seeing my hair person tonight. They're going to redo things, cut in some layers so it's not so just like crazy mushroom, as I've been calling it, good at Smash Bros hair. Yeah, it's gonna go back to the silver white for a little while longer. All right, read message. Seek here, okay. Nanaya's torch. Nanaya. All right, let's read about Nanaya's torch. This actually looks awesome. A torch made by attaching a dying flame of frenzy to a small spinal column. In a distant land, in an age long past, was born a man who failed to become the lord of frenzied flame. All that remains of him is cradled gently by Nanaya. Targaryen hair lives another day. That's true, Plant Face. If I'm gonna go a little bit more icy, we're gonna make it Sephiroth hair. But, correct. What's up, Plant Face? Good to see you. Shout out Plant Face. Y'all, Plant Face also streams, by the way. Shout out Plant Face. Alrighty. So, if you are new to the streams, like I said, the gods are sort of vying for control in this world. One of those elements, one of those powers is the frenzied flame. Truly the literal spirit of madness. Which is a really cool effect, and I wish you could use it more in game. It's an effect that you can use, but it's more this big guy's crazy. It's more about using against other people. Like if you're doing PvP, it's not so good against like enemies like this. So this guy is crazy, by the way. I think Elden Ring is nuts for making so many enemies that are like, what is their power? Well, they're really big and then they sit on you. Like every big character like this, they legit just sit on you. There's even a guy that can like summon a big guy and just drop him on you to sit on you. And I'm like, someone's into this for sure. And they were like, what if we have another enemy that just like, I don't know, like sits on you? Like, Kyle, you have to You have to come up with other ideas. Yeah, I know. But like, what if it was like a theme where he's like sits on you and he calls you bad? Just put a pin in it. Oh yeah, there's 3 guys in here. So I have done up to this point in my personal playthrough. I haven't beaten the boss yet in my personal playthrough. So I think this actually brings me current. There's a Monty Python song for that. There's a Monty Python magic card set. One thing I will say, for those of you that like Magic the Gathering out there, there's a thing called Secret Lair where they drop like collaboration cards. Like I've got the Hatsune Miku ones, or maybe they'll bring in a special artist or something. They just sort of like reskin some popular cards. But unfortunately, it's become really popular, and now people buy them out immediately and sell them on like TikTok Shop for more. And like, look, I can respect the hustle. We've all got to make our money. But sometimes that sucks. Sometimes that sucks where I'm like, oh, it's supposed to be a cool little treat that someone's like, oh, $30. I can do a little special treat for myself for $30. They're like, how about actually $70? How about actually $80 now? Like, come on, man. Hey, 100 bits from Geology Sheep, and then another 666 bits from Geology Sheep. Spooky. Thank you very much. Geology Sheep says, off to Bosnia finally this Saturday. That's so exciting. So this coming Saturday, I assume. Can't wait to finally learn how to integrate into their culture and do a job I love. Vala, thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for teaching me that. How many languages do you know, / can you speak a couple words of? I'm pretty fluent in English. I can like order food and stuff. Other than that, I can get by as a tourist with Japanese. I can do fine with some German. I can do fine with some Spanish, especially when read. Verbally with Spanish, it's a little bit tough because generally from native speakers or casual speakers, it's a little faster than I expect. But I can definitely parse it out when written. Anything that's Latin-based or has Germanic roots, I can do okay if I'm reading it. I know. Oh no, that was a little shortcut, and I needed to kick down the ladder. Gosh dang it. Petra Coral, that's a lovely name. Welcome on in for the first time. But yeah, that's what I got. I can do like Strasvutia, and I forget how to say. I think it's like Machamavut Damien or something like that. Yeah, so that's me. But that's Angie fellow. So yeah, that's me. But good luck in Bosnia. That's so exciting. I hope we still get to see you in streams. But either way, I'm really stoked for you. Bim10, that is an adorable emote. Is that Garfield? I love that. Hopefully Bosnia is a place where you are sort of guided in the language as opposed to like frowned at. I think most places are really good at helping you out, or Japan was lovely when I went. Japan, like, people really try to like listen, and if you have to mime something, they want to help you out. Lorraine CBX dropping 10 flippin' gift subs. Let's go, you generous mother goose. Thank you so much. Gifted to Lizzie87, Sleepy the Fox, XTP1, the Vorpal Zondo. Oh yes, my favorite Jabberwocky quote. The Vorpal Zondo went snicker snack. Joser, Phoenix Fox, Dark Wizard, JM Thorn, Minecraft, Mafro93, and then Synergy. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate you, Oodles. That was very kind of you. Welcome to the new folks. Welcome back to many of you. And then the real Jenny Quinn dropping 100 bits asking about COVID. I'm feeling a lot better. Energy is low, but I've been negative for 2 days. I feel good. I'm going to get my hair done tonight. My hair person knows I'm still going to mask up, even though I've been negative for 2 days. You never know. And yeah, all right, so this guy's a real spooky fellow. A real spooky fellow if ever there was one, to be honest. And I always am. So I'm going to boost myself up real quick before I could use swords on him. I think I'm just going to punch him. And that's fine.
The depths of your foolishness.
Hey, that actually sucked that you tried to do that. I remember doing this and trying it the first time, being like, well, he's got to have a second form. Does he ever? Our first tip today comes from Twatha, dropping $6 and 69 cents. Nice. Thank you very much, Twatha. I'll read it out in a second because this is wild. This is the whole situation here.
Enough.
You're right, you are enough.
We have endured
Oh.
more than enough. I ask you forgive me, dearest Nanaya.
That's the person that died in that chair that we saw, I think. Ooh, careful, your noggin. It's wild that in a game like this, they black that out. In a game like this where they show everything because it is extremely graphic and a, you know, kind of dark horror adventure game, they cut that out. That must have been wild. Okay. So we know the weakness is not the head or neck. In fact, following current trends, that makes him stronger. Plainface says, close enough. Welcome back, Sauron. That's like my favorite meme right now. Yes, smack talk, you're in the same pocket. Love that. Hey, we don't have to make a big deal about it, I guess. This is gonna be so normal and easy. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, actually, I feel bad for you being so immature that seems fine to you to do. Okay, so we know that. So we know he hits us. Can I backstab him? I can't backstab him like that, okay? So he's not considered like human size. He's definitely his own thing. If you couldn't tell by the noggin. Mysterio going crazy in Spider-Man 5. I know this is all illusions. Ha 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 ha. Hey, it might not be illusions. This hurts. Wow, I'm not doing much damage with punching. Who'd have thought? Okay. Now, Ubastank. I can summon my Hoopla friends. You know what, y'all? It's time. Let's summon Hoopla. Sound off with emotes. Sounds like a lot of Hoopla. Do it, Hoopla. Do it! There we go. That's also not doing much. Oh my god. Okay, good. Just a little to the left, bud. Yeah, hit him. Yeah, you got it, bud. Okay, yeah, you're gonna want to stay back a little bit. That's okay. You know what? Time to change weapons. That's fine. I don't feel bad about it. Hey, that didn't help me at all, actually. Well, okay. So that was a good practice run. Everybody else feeling warmed up? I'm feeling good. Practice run is good. We're feeling good. Feeling warmed up. Oh, wow. Lots of people dropping bits. Thank you for the 100 bits. Kenny Lou, Zanny dropping 200. Aaron, not Aaron with 100. What's up, Aaron, not Aaron? Thank you very much. And then Mocha Neko with some as well. Zero deaths. That's right, everyone. Seeing in chat with the zero deaths emote. I want to make y'all very aware that one actually didn't count because I wasn't ready. I didn't know the rules. My controller was broken. My hand kind of hurts, and I'm a little sleepy. Plus, the sun is in my eyes, even though there's a wall right here. So, yeah. But the next one, we'll give it a shot. Let's try this weapon. I'm going to do this. It's going to be a whole thing. It's gonna be easy, actually. Oh yeah, the enemy was the sun in my eyes. That's a very good point. Thank you. Twatha, thank you very much again for that tip, saying, hey Damien, congrats on testing negative. Now I shall be a lurky lurk. Thank you very much. Yeah, 2 days of negative tests. I feel good again about existing around people. I'm still gonna be masked up. I'm still gonna be very careful, but yeah. Two negative days in a row, I feel good to go. So all right. Okay, no more practice rounds. I will be grabbing my extra little goodies over here first. Okay, so he hates fire, actually. But in a minute, I think he'll, like, make his own. Okay. And then we will summon the boy. Okay, we don't have to watch that again. The depths of your foolishness. Dog, you haven't even seen me begin to start to try to be silly, actually. I do hate that he's doing that so much, actually. Okay, and he knocked me out of the sky. This run also might end up being a practice run. But that's okay. Everything's fine, really. Missed him again. Okay, Big Mouth Imp. I now see what that's like, my Hoopla friend. Doing the stabby attacks is good for me. Honestly, pretty rude. Yep. Ooh. He was, oh man, he was down. I couldn't get out of that combo, but I was able to backstab him from that maybe. So I guess I can poise break him. For those of you that are new, there is a certain number in this game that you don't know that's a stat for both enemies and, well, you know your own. It has to do with how much sort of punishment they can take before they get knocked over. Okay, that's the whole thing. When your enemy starts floating, did my guy just ascend? Oh no. That dude just ascended. Obviously, I'm not going to fight an ascended enemy. Yeah, that wasn't fair. I didn't know he was ascending, actually. So that's cheating. That one doesn't count for sure. Directed by J.J. Abrams. That was wild. Thank you again, Tuatha. Also, we got a couple new subscribers. Everybody give a clever coop welcome to Rogue Soul 03 and then Peeps Draws, gifted by Bard the Jack. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it a lot. Actually, you know what might be fun? I do want to fight this boss today. I'm not saying we can't do it, but I wanted to boost up another weapon that we got and try it out because it looks like a lot of fun. It's those like cool stabby claw things, those little wolverines. Those little adamantium wolverines, but I didn't have the items necessary to level up that specific item, and I learned where I did not go in order to get that item. Does that make any sense? God, my silly old brain on this day. There should be a cave. Where's that cave? Where's that cave? It's Pikachu! There should be a cave. I don't think it's this one. There's a cave near here. Let me really quickly look it up because I will be able to then give myself a stronger chance at battling this fellow. Oh, it's here. The abandoned cave. Did I ever finish that? Wait, no, it's not the abandoned cave, and that's why. It's in the Celia Crystal Tunnel. Did I not finish that? Let's try it. Let's try it. Alrighty. 411 bits from Lorraine. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I never finished this one. Okay, that's why. I'm going to really quickly go get that item so I can level up other things, and then we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Thanks so much for your patience, y'all. Is this fake? Fake wall? Nope. All right. And Magic Violet, thank you for 100 bits, saying I'm obsessed with the movie Green Grass and it was filmed in your hometown of Peachtree City. Oh, that's wild. I had no idea. That's super cool. Thanks for letting me know that. I'll have to look into that. All right. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. These guys drop some items that we need, but more than that, there will be an enemy that drops an item that allows us to just buy those whenever. Where are you? Okay. Alrighty. Harmony dropping 10 flippin' bucks. Thank you very much, Harmony. I appreciate you a lot. Harmony says, glad you are testing negative. Hope you are feeling better. I am, thank you. I definitely feel way better. Still tired, still naturally a little low energy, but that's just kind of how it is when you're recovering from COVID, at least for me. I know some people have had a lot of luck having it and having no symptoms. But yeah, it's kind of kicked my butt every time, so yeah. Any weasel. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm definitely feeling better than I was. Thankfully, it was only bad for like a day or two. But I'm just happy to be rejoining the world of the living. Rejoining the world of the living. Alrighty. This guy's coming right for me, and I have to do this. Okay, great. I'm like not even bothering to dodge these people because this is such a lower level area of the game. I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. Murder me, who cares? I'm gonna just keep doing my thing. Hey man, I'm just gonna keep actually doing my thing. Ooh, acquire materials. I need these materials. Just face tanking. Exactly. Exactly. Mocha Neko, thank you for the 100 bits. Bard the Jack is dropping 666 bucks. 66 cents. Spooky. Thank you very much for that, Bard the Jack. Appreciate you. Can I get through here? No, I think I have to go to the maybe bottom level. Just carve my way through from there. Bard the Jack, thank you very much, saying, ahoy, Damien, ahoy, Coop. When I drive to work, I pass a cow warning sign. Someone put a big googly eye on the cow to make on the sign, and it never fails to make me giggle, even on a rubbish day. I hope you'll get googly eye cow sign moments. Thank you very much. You know what? I have a Roomba knockoff that's like pretty old, but still works. I feel like it might be time to give that thing some googly eyes. You know what I mean? But thank you very much. Okay, abandoned cave. I'd like to know where you got the notion. Yes. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that for sure. I'm gonna get big old googly eyes and put them on there. You know what? I think I had that plan before and just didn't do it. I think I have the googly eyes somewhere. Gosh, I need to check my privilege thinking about having googly eyes, and then I already do. Some googly eyes. Geology Sheep, thank you for the 100 bits. The cats use the knockoff Roomba for a ride. They don't, actually. They're pretty good about not being freaked out by it, which is nice. This does look like the way forward for me. There is a cave over there, so maybe I think I've got to drop down from above. That'll be the move. We need comically huge googly eyes. Kenny, I have them. I have them ready to go. Aha, here's the spice. Ta-da. Oh, missed that, but who cares? Let's go. Hey, man. Actually so rude of you. I can do that too. Die forever. There we go. Alrighty. This is one of the few areas in Elden Ring where, like, hidden walls are prevalent in these mines. In these here mines. Not here. But not here. A moth landed right on my phone, right on your face, Damien. Yes, that is one of my few powers. I was rejected from Xavier's Institute for Gifted Youth, or whatever, because apparently my X-Men power doesn't need training and isn't useful. But, you know, I can summon moths through your phone, so be careful. It could have been Mothman. Yeah, in name only, but, like, at least he can make his eyes glow red, and he's apparently shredded if you believe in that statue. I'm proud of myself. I like the way I look, but I'll be real. I've never had a six-pack in my life. Never comfortably, healthily gotten a six-pack in my life. So, you know, I'm not going to be like Mothman, you know, who is also a Magic the Gathering card. That has been such a rabbit hole for me while being sick. I'm going to stop talking about Magic the Gathering now. I don't even know how many of y'all like it. I don't even know if you guys like Magic the Gathering. I don't even know if you care. Oh, for those of you that joined me last stream, that spider that I'd found in this room and tried to bring to safety, and then it wasn't in the container once I got it outside, and I felt it on me somewhere. Fun. I did end up finding the spider. And I have sad news. It did not survive that particular evening. It's a bit of a weird one, because when I found that spider, quite dead, he was floating in the toilet, nowhere near where I thought I lost him. So literally he was like, well, honestly, if I can't be in that corner that I like a lot, I'm probably just gonna die. I'm probably just gonna go die. And I'm like, dang, dude, dramatic. Like, talk it out first. I could have put you back in that corner. I didn't know it meant that much to you. Kind of a bummer, kind of a real bummer. So thank God we didn't name him, is all I'm saying. I suspect foul play. I do too, Mio Maya. Went too fast, but Mio Maya. But the cats don't have thumbs, not that I know of. I'm like, how would you even, like, bloop? Falling Star. Okay, this is the thing. What done? I need to murder. Y'all saw me fight a much stronger version of it in the DLC, and this is the weak baby bop version of it that's supposed to introduce you to the concept. You know what? Hoopla, friend, you go handle it. We don't even need your help, but I want to just see you do your thing. Go, hoopla! Oh, Brewhark, don't even worry. We were in the DLC. We're not done with it yet. I missed and skipped this dungeon, so I never got the somber miner's bell, so I couldn't just buy the smithing stones that I needed. So I'm just letting the hoopla guy take care of it. Go, hoopla! Sounds like a lot of hoopla. Sleepy Little Rider, you're right. I am assuming it was the same spider. It could be a different spider, but the odds of another spider that looks like it also being here while I've seen no other spiders, and it just like fully yeeted itself into the death toilet. I'm just like, I don't know, man. That'd be a surprise. Dewey. Okay, nice. We did it. 'Twas beauty killed the beast. Hi, it's me. I'm Beauty. Good job, Hoopla. Oh, I don't think I ever needed to see the inside of the Hoopla mouth, but there we go. Latia Jaquise! I just realized I don't think I've ever said Jaquise, I'm assuming I've never said the part of your name out loud. Latia, it's so good to see you. I loved watching your Gen Con updates. It was a delight, and I lived vicariously through you. Shout out to Latia. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you're doing well. I hope we can catch up soon. You were sorely missed. Thank you very much. You know what? While I hope that's true, and I believe you, and that's very sweet, I also hope that y'all were having so much fun. Wasn't even noticed. Didn't even matter, because y'all were having so much gosh dang fun. Glad you're recovering well. Thank you so much. 2 days of negative testing in a row. I feel good to go. I'm still going to mask up and be safe as possible, but feeling good, feeling healthy. All right. So we've done all of this. Great. Now we can go back. Alrighty. The Kenny guy dropping 100 bits. Thank you very much, Kenny guy. Saying a discovery was made today. There's a grocery store that had a cafe attached. Different types of ramen. Bought me a sago drink and a mochi donut. It was a great treat for myself. I love that. Oh my god. Finding like little mom and pop grocery stores that have prepared foods. Nothing better. Mochi donut I've had before. What is a sago drink though? Is it like... No, it wouldn't be masago. Because that's fish eggs. And I'm assuming that drink would be less pleasant than you described it. But mochi donuts are darn good. By the dubs. Donuts too. There's such a... I'm not even huge on sweets, but donuts are such an Achilles heel for me because the idea of just one is like, what are you talking about? This dozen that I purchased is for me. Alrighty. So now I can finally purchase all the stuff that I need. Alright. We've got enough of them. Perfect. Excellent. Love it. My breakfast was some chia seed pudding, just chia seeds, and a protein bar. It's more for speed than for health, but it had the nutrition. Katya Rose, thank you so much for dropping 2 flipping gift subs. I appreciate you. Katya Rose is gifting to Misty Misfit and then Jenny Love. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you very much for that. Very, very kind of you. All right, so this is what I wanted to upgrade. Ooh, Shasa's great katana. The Claws of Night. The Claws of Night. Sounds pretty cool, and I want to use them. I think they'd be pretty sick to have. Justin Long dropping 5 flipping gift subs as well. Thank you so much, Justin Long. Justin Long is gifting to Colthier SH, Tina Bina, Krail Killa, Kel Spot 2000, and then Lil Red Rider. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate you, Oodles. Oodles of much, of several. That's very kind of you. All right, let's check out these here Claws of Night. If that is their real name, which I think it is. They cause bleed buildup, which is pretty good. They scale with dexterity, which is our main stat right now. That's pretty good. Great. I wonder if I can adjust their... I don't think I can. But I wonder if I can adjust their... Oops. Ash of War. Yeah, I can't adjust their specific element like I can with basic weapons, so... Oh, well. I will, however, switch these... Ooh. I've been using the sacred ponchos. I might switch to... I want to use the flame art ponchos. Might. Oh, we got Toffee Mocha Bear raiding with a party of 12. Welcome on in, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Hi. If you don't know me, my name is Damien. I'm a voice actor, Twitch streamer. You may also know me from the YouTube channel, Smosh. I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Lately, I've been obsessed with Elden Ring. Before that was Baldur's Gate, but we used to kind of do whatever. A lot of indie games like Dave the Diver. I used to have Spooky Thursdays. I would like to bring those back. But please feel free to hang out, and if you got to run, I know how raids go. But thanks so much for being here. Oh, wait, your Van, says Davey Van Pier. Yeah, what's up? How's it going? I am indeed Van. I just got a print of him done, which was, yeah, and Lyos. I've been very lucky with the characters I get to play. I like them a lot. So thank you. I've got a Streamly signing on the 24th. I've got prints done for them in my Streamly shop. So feel free to stop on by and hang out. But thank you. What were y'all playing? He's also Damien. I am myself. Yeah, that is for sure. That is true. Okay, Claws of Knights. I didn't realize they'd be this big. That's kind of sick. Oh, that's awesome. I want to kind of test these out for a sec. I kind of love them. Anna Rose gifting a sub to Val Phoenix. Thank you for doing that, Anna Rose, as well as to Cloudpaw1. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, let's go try to take down that boss that was extremely rude to us earlier. Are the prints a secret surprise? Or says Raspberry Slushy. No, so Raspberry Slushy, you may not have been here earlier. So there is currently a voiceover video game strike, so I'm being very careful about what I talk about. You are still allowed to sign commissioned artwork, which is what that is. You're still allowed to do cons and things like that. It's all above board and okay, but I'm still not talking about the specific games too much, because even if you're technically correct, you don't want to have to explain to people like, no, I didn't break the strike. You know, if someone thinks that you did, you might as well have done that. So, but yes, there's a new Van Arkwright print and Lyos. Lyos is safe to talk about. He's anime. So yeah. It's tough though, because there are some games coming out soon that are like, we've got some press coming out. We can't wait to tag you in it. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to ignore it. I'm sorry. So it's just how it goes sometimes, you know? But that's okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. I'm gonna scroll up a bit. I am running behind on reading out tips, and I'm sorry about that. I will get to them soon. Wait a minute, hold on. So that's 2 hits. You can hear the different, like, swipes. So this thing stacks bleed as its effect. So that would be 2 hits right off the bat. So it's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see here. Another 2. So I can do... Okay, so I can't jump that quickly. Let's see here. 1, 2. The jump is not that easy to jump back into here. That's awesome. It throws naturally? That's... Yeah, we're going to be trying this out for sure. That's actually awesome. Great. Hey, that's actually great. I kind of love that for me. Alrighty, we got Jess the Mac dropping $5. Thank you very much, Jess the Mac. I appreciate you. And also, you're stinky. Let's see how much damage the, like, far throw does. That's a lot of hits, though. Wait, does each individual one stack bleed? Let's see, because it's making the sound. Maybe he has high bleed resist. Well, still, that's good. Screw it. Oh, Leah Bug, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you for dropping 1,000 bits. It's hard when you make something creative and you are not enjoying it. You know, I always think it's salvageable, but at least it's a good try. Are you winning, son? Says Tom Bydand. Well, Tom, let's watch this guy pull a sword out of his own brain, and we'll see how that feels. Let's see.
I have endured more than enough.
Gross.
I ask you forgive me.
Lobotomy goes wrong. Well, Kenny Guy, I'd say it goes kind of right because he's walking around after. Again, the fact that they cut away from this, like, you know for a fact, they have to have animated this. Like, I feel like the company animated this and then they were like, we can't submit this. You did a great job, but we can't submit this. Michelle Miller with 5 flipping gift subs. Michelle Miller, thank you so much for gifting to Doran Mosk, McKay96, Pup Games, Misakura Valley, and then AA Ron TW. Thank you, Aaron TW. Thank you so much for that. Seriously, Michelle. I appreciate you a lot. And thank you again for the bits, Leah Bug. That was very nice of you. Jess the Mac, I will read out your tip in a minute. Wishy says favorite DLC boss. He looks incredible. Looks incredible. He's kicking my batoot right now. Let's see. Let's get our hoopla, friend. Time to summon my hoopla. Hoopla! I take a lot of damage from him. I'm curious, and I'm not asking anybody to necessarily tell me, but I'm curious what kind of damage he does. I know he's doing madness, but it's not the madness buildup that I'm worried about. It's how does that damage show up in terms of like resistances. Oh god, dang it. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I'd imagine it's Fire Sleepy Low Rider. I died immediately. That one doesn't count. We're using a new weapon. That one doesn't count. I'm gonna try it again in a second. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be actually fine. It's actually gonna be fine. Penguin Utopia, good to see you. Penguin Utopia, every time I see my little you can't remember everything that someone sends to a PO box, and I think that'd be unhealthy for me to do too, because it adds in some of that parasocial stuff that's like But Penguin Utopia, every time I see my giant Venus flytrap plush, I remember that you sent it. So thank you very much. That's very sweet. All right, that one doesn't count. Of course it does. I wonder if it is fire damage. And if it is indeed fire damage, I don't need to do more. Ooh, raises potency of incantations. That's kind of huge. I don't need to do more damage necessarily. I should. Chain attacks would be huge on this. Raises focus would be helpful. Let's see if the fire damage reduction would help me. I'm curious if that is the case. Also, what else? Because there's we found some really good goodies up here. Stores magic slowly, increases poise after using a flask of tears. That's kind of huge. Greatly raises attributes, but then you take more damage. Raises arcane. I feel like this is not the worst loadout right now. Let me give it a shot. Hey, we got another raid. We got Little Karibo versus who? If they got a catapult turtle on their side, Little Karibo can do anything. What's up, y'all, with a party of 60? Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you so much for hanging out. Sorry for everybody who's heard this spiel already, but if you don't know me, hi, I'm Damien. I'm a voice actor, Twitch streamer. You may also know me from the YouTube channel Smosh. I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Every once in a while, I'll add a special extra stream. I do a lot of voice acting. I've got a bunch of conventions that I'll be announcing soon that I've signed on to do, but just haven't announced yet. Maybe I'll be in your neck of the woods. And if not, digitally, I will be signing prints of characters I voice on the 24th. You can pick up those prints from Streamily. And that's that. Thanks so much. I know how raids go, so if you gotta run, you gotta run. But thanks for popping in the first place. I appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. Welcome on in. What were y'all playing today? What were you playing today?
Depths of your foolishness.
Dude, I can be sillier than you'd ever dream. You understand that? Okay, these really do burn down enemies quickly. I kind of want to experiment with these for a bit. kind of want to experiment with these for the bit. Lorraine, thank you for the 209 bits. Appreciate you. Just the Mac, I'm sorry, I still have not read out your tip. Give me 1 second. Poor Scarecrow. I do love scarecrows. Scarecrows are a cool aesthetic to do.
No.
I'm gonna dodge first, and then I'll summon my son. Well, a lot of good that did me. Dang it. Go! Hoopla! Sounds like a lot of hoopla. Fire away, hoopla. He deals holy damage? Well, good to know. Thank you. Oh, that must be why all my holy weapons are also really sucking. Wow, these burn him down like nothing else. That's actually crazy. Holy crap, dude. Okay, so those projectiles don't go particularly far. That's okay. Look at this damage. See, I don't use bleed characters much. Oh, crap. I didn't critical hit him at that point when I really could have and should have. So this is, I mean, bleed is crazy. I know people give it crap for being like, oh, it's overpowered. I say you play the game how you want to play it, but this is the first weapon I've really used that has it just built in, and I kind of think that's incredible. I think the 2-hit, 1-hit, 2-hit, 1-hit pattern is pretty useful here. How far can this go? Oh, I guess if you do it right up next to him, it's a lot of hits all at once. Whoa, that's nuts. Remember. Good job, Hoopla. Again, showing us the inside of your mouth. That's actually nuts. Remembrance of the Lord of Frenzied Flame. Wild. I actually didn't look at what Karibo was playing. Sorry, I completely missed that. Thank you so much for believing in me. Looks like that guy needs more training and also more blood, because we took his. But he lost his blood-having privileges, so there we go. That was nuts. Okay, these are great. Kind of love that. I guess I should probably... These Sacred Arts Puncho Fists, I guess I could make them bleed as well. This is wild. Anyway. Thank you again for the raid. Jess the Mac says, hey, Damien, I'm new around here. I'm new in town. Welcome, Jess the Mac. I'm starting my PhD program next week, and I've been feeling you'll be on a lot while I study and grade. That's awesome. First of all, thank you. Second of all, good luck. I never pursued higher education like that, but from everything I've heard, it's quite a bit. So I very much wish you well with that. Good luck. And we actually have a lot of people who are either teachers or in some kind of PhD program who use me as background noise, and I love that. I'm honored. Please feel free to do so. That's great. Petricoral says, whoa, first try, that's crazy. Petricoral, you're gonna fit in just fine here. Soup Kirby subscribing for the first time. Everybody please give a spicy Clever Coop welcome to Soup Kirby. Thank you very much. Also, Mitian the Shadow for the first time as well. Very spicy Clever Coop welcome to you both. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess maybe I should boost up. I mean, I'm kind of like all across the board here at this point, but maybe I should go for Arcane a little bit here to help boost up bleed builds. Faith, Arcane, Dexterity. And then the rest of these are fine. I mean, why not? Where's the spicy thing come from? Cryptic Hitchhiker, a lot of stuff here that I say is, it's just like, it becomes inside jokes because we said it, you know what I mean? It's Stefan from SNL being like, spicy, but it's not like it has anything to do with us in particular. We just kind of, I just started saying it, and then we made spicy peppers as an emote, and it's now a thing. Like any fun community, it just sort of happens, huh? But anyway, thank you. What does Arcane actually do? CBLO Rider, Arcane is the stat that is responsible for things like bleed and poison buildup. It also has to do with a lot of like dragon incantations. Is Elden Ring part of D&D? Harmonic Peace, it's not, but you can definitely see a lot of influences that were taken from either D&D or things that were influenced by D&D. It's very dark fantasy, you know? So a valid question, a fair question. Thank you very much, Just the Mac, and best of luck with everything. Keep us posted and welcome on in. If you had attribute points for yourself IRL, what would your highest stat be? Oh man, what would my highest stat be? We got Arcane, Faith, Intelligence, Dexterity. Are we talking like myself now or myself 10 years ago? Because myself 10 years ago, Dexterity A+. I like spooky stuff, so arcane. Probably mind. Probably mind, because I think I've got like a good amount of like stamina for brain stuff. I can just do a bunch of puzzles and figure things out and it'd be fine. Strength is okay, but endurance would have to be super low. You look like a manly version of Ethan Winters from Resident Evil. Thank you, Puddinghead Peaches. It's funny because usually I get Leon S. Kennedy, but that was before I grew my 1 week beard. It is 1 week beard plus 2 trimmings. I've trimmed it twice now. So, I can get to this level in a week. Yeah, you know what? If beard growing is a stat, that's got to be the one. But I think other than that, if we're talking about this world, I wouldn't survive this. I think the first zombie guy that pops up is like, well, that's it on me. Roll credits. He tried.
My dear. I'll see it to the end with you, if it please.
You don't have eyes. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Okay, so now that we beat that boss, we have a chance to get either, the Great Sword of Damnation. That's a cool weapon. Or Midra's Flame of Frenzy. That's a wild skill. Let's see this. This Great Sword looks so cool. It almost looks like a branch of the Erd Tree, maybe. Golden great sword that once pierced the body of Midra, master of the Manse, used by the Hornsent in the execution of a damnation like no other. The barbs that pierce the victim from within wind gently around the blade. Unique skill is Golden Crux. Leap up and skewer foe from overhead. If successful, the weapon's barbs unfold excruciate from within, else additional input releases barbs in the area. That's awesome. This is cool too, but I think I'll use it way less. I think I'm just gonna use the sword. That's flippin' sick. What is the faith stat used for? RJ25, it is used for any spell series that is sort of based on your actual faith, your belief in it. You're delving into the arts of that. So it is used for holy, but it's also used for occult. It's used for certain intelligence-based spells too that have to do with like ancient magics. Is Elden Ring more scary or just gory? I'd say gory. I love Soulsborne games. Everything by this company is great. And it's scary when you first play it, but now I'm very used to the style, so I'm not like afraid of it. But I can see why it would be scary when things just pop out from around corners. And you know what, to be fair, we have had a few moments on stream where I've been like, oh, okay, dang it, that got me. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, so from there, now that we're done with that area, I'm gonna actually explore behind that mansion real quick, just to make sure I didn't miss anything big. I don't think there's much in that area that's left. But it still goes down here, so why not check? Discussion chamber? Yeah, we had a real discussion. Wow. All right. Let's see here. BBM. Drop in $6 and 39 cents. Thank you very much, BBM. Saying, I played 10 minutes of a FromSoft game and decided that these weren't the games for me, but I love watching you play, almost like I'm playing vicariously through you. Haha, hope you're having a good day. I love that, BBM. Thank you so much for that. That's very validating because, like, I don't know, sometimes older generations don't really get what this is. And I'm like, okay, if you were like a teenager in the 70s, you ever go to the pizza place and there's a pinball machine and you just watch the person play who's kicking butt at pinball, and yeah, maybe you want to play too when they're done, but you're enjoying it. Like, come on. Let's see, who's the cutest NPC in this game? Ooh, that's a great question. Also, OMG came back to Hippo with a manicure. Yes, Plantface, we got these Wolverine claws. They're insane. They go with the armor set that looks like the Witch King. Big Magic, like, aw, cute. Oh, I thought you meant, like, who do you think is cute? I wonder if this ghost changes their dialogue now that we murdered their boss, by the way. So BBM, yes, thank you very much for the sweet message. I will say this. So my friend Shane from Smosh, I first played Dark Souls at his place. I had like read about it. I'd seen a couple videos about it because I knew that it was very difficult. I played at his place and I was like, dang, this game is hard. Wow. And then I went home and I was like, I really want to play that. That was really hard and it wasn't like fun. It was fun. I guess, I kind of want to play that. And so they had just come out with like a PC remastered version of it. It sucked a million asses, but I still did the best I could with it, and that was my entry to the system. So who knows? If you played a little bit, maybe you'll come back and enjoy it. All right, let's see what this guy says. Incoming ghost voice.
I welcome you madness. Let's just come.
Oh yeah, I looked up a Turtle Pope. What a good little baby magic. Turtle Pope? We're big fans of Turtle Pope here. I do love the Turtle Pope. Also Alexander. But in terms of pretty, like attractive cute, I think a lot of people tend to like, if you like more masculine looks, Vike is very, very like anime protagonist attractive. And then also, is it Sella? Sella, who's always got her mask on, but they found like the files to take it off. But she's the one that's like Elden Ring boss dating sim. You don't even have to choose, because some of them have 1,000 heads. Gandalf Tacos asks, oh, Selen, yeah. Thank you. How do you practice voice acting when you first started? How do you get so good at it? Oh, thank you, Gandalf Tacos. I mean, I'd say never count out the, you know, impact that a good class can have. I've been playing around with voices kind of my whole life, and then when you become an adult, it's like, oh, that could be a job, and you're like, what's up? You try it. It's a lot of trial and error, a lot of practice. Thankfully, I have auditions all the time, so you always get to practice every day something. Like, there's a couple roles that I recorded not too long ago where, like, I was just in the booth doing an audition, and I was like, never tried to use this sort of part of my register and use that as like, okay, this is not where I'm going up to, this is where my voice is sitting for this character. I'm gonna try it. And I booked like 2 characters using that, and I was like, oh, wow. And it's partly the voice, but it's also, I think it helped me act more like that type of role. So I don't know, it's a lot of trial and error. Classes are great, you know, just practicing in front of the mirror, practicing by yourself. I talk to myself while I do dishes, which is sometimes a bad sign, but other times really cool. Okay, yeah, these claws are insane. Again, I have not been using a bleed build up till now, but this is just, oh, Gandalf's Tacos, thank you. That's very sweet. I appreciate you. Always more to learn, though. Always trying to learn more whenever I can. Then when you do learn something, it feels like, oh, gosh, dang it, why didn't I know that 4 years ago, you know? That's how it goes. BBM, thank you again for the tip. We have got Ty Tick Guy dropping 569. Nice. Thank you very much, Ty Tick Guy. I appreciate you. Saying, hey, Damien and Coop, missed you guys the past few streams. We missed you, Ty Tick Guy. I hope you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing better from being sick, and remember to hydrate. I have a routine surgery on my back next week, so I'll be relying on VODs for a while. Catch you after recovery and stay awesome. Ty Tick Guy, thanks so much for the update, and please take care of yourself. I hope you're doing well. I do want to point out that I was reading a tip and looking away from the monitor while I jumped over that guy's projectile. I just want everybody to acknowledge that I'm not here to be a pro gamer, but like, yeah, I hope you're doing okay. We're going to be back to uploading the VODs very soon. Again, shout out the mod Wayward Jaybird. Always making that happen. Thank you so much. Alrighty. All right, so last stream, if you didn't see last stream, by the way, you're going to want to look up the VOD because fighting the boss in this area was disgusting and really cool and horrifying and really cool. Okay, so what's left? Oh, we never did this boss and then this area. Okay. This is going to be a wild one. It's going to be hard. I might actually immediately switch away from the claws for this one. This is one where I might also use the mimic tier. I don't feel any shame about that. All right. Ty Tick Guy, thank you again. Please take care of yourself. And even if it's a routine surgery, I know surgery can be a little scary. Maybe it's just old hat for you at this point, but I wish you well. And be very kind to yourself as you recover. Alrighty. And as someone who also has tics, hence your name, there was one day during being sick that I think my body was so stressed, my facial tics were just going nuts. It was awful. Thankfully today my legs are too tired to do any kind of tics because of all the like loading of furniture that I did yesterday. I woke up and my calves were on fire and I'm like, how did I even use my calves? Oh, so it goes. All right, this is a fun boss that a lot of people gave a lot of flack when it first came out, and I don't get it. I just don't. And that's okay. People are allowed to not like a thing. That's fine. But people were like, this is the worst boss in the game. I'm like, I don't I don't think it is, actually. Alrighty, so I'm gonna switch to a longer... Wait, what? Oh, I did a silly thing. I'm gonna go to... I grabbed the wrong thing. Hold on. I'm gonna swap from dry leaf arts, which are the puncho things. I do wish they gave you martial arts stuff earlier in this game. The dry leaf arts are cool, but the better one is like the kicking version, and you don't get that until like you're almost done with the DLC, and I'm like, why? I would want to do like a full run of just that. Tests negative for COVID, moves furniture. You know, Baby Magic, I do my best to relax and make sure I don't overdo it, but yeah. All right, we're gonna summon my Hoopla friend, even though he's not the best for this. So one issue that people had with this was they're like, this boss is too hard to dodge. I'm like, he's mounted in a large field. You are also supposed to be mounted. And yes, he kicks your butt, and he does that, and that's fine. But you're two armored, mounted individuals. Jump on your horse. And if you're not gonna use your horse, that's fine. Play the game how you like. But people were like, this is so poorly designed. I'm like, no, you're clearly not doing the thing you're designed to do. No, my Hoopla! I mean, this is the most Ganondorf looking, like Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. I mean, isn't this great? I love this boss fight. And that's difficult. He flipping nailed me. That's great. Good for him. Kicked my butt. Felt the wind on that one. Yep. Gotta bring my pony back. Hey, that was a lot of damage to my pony. That actually sucks a lot. Dingo says I found it much easier on foot. And that's fair too. When I played this in my personal file, I played it on foot. So it's not like it's wrong, but when people were like, I can't even get a hit in, it's like, well, hop on your horse. That one, doesn't count. I wasn't ready. I didn't know the rules. My controller is broken. That's okay. We'll try again. What if instead I summon my Mimic Tier? Hoopla died way too fast. I gotta actually, like, make sure we survive this, you know? It was a practice run, me lord. And you can do it on foot, too. It's fine. Get your crap totally rocked, but that's okay. Woo! Wild. Oh yeah, he's using it. Well, I think it takes a minute for rot to build up on that enemy, but I'm glad my Mimic is trying. Well, crap, that was a lot. This fight looks amazing though. I agree, Sleepy Little Rider. Aw, dang it. Shouldn't be reading chat. That was silly. Oops. That one doesn't count. This time is for reals. We're doing it for reals, folks. I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking I'm not doing it for reals, but this time, actually, it's for reals. No, we distracted you. That doesn't count. I mean, y'all didn't distract me. That's kind of entirely on me. I'm, instead of the cleansing thing here, gonna do Blessing of the Air. Yeah, I'm gonna do Blessing of the Erd Tree, which will constantly heal my little guy as well. It's gonna be great. Cool. All right. I'm gonna summon the guy, and then I'm gonna heal us both. Mimic Tear, go. Golden Vow, go. Blessing of Beard Tree, go. Hey, it still hits, that's okay. Wow, okay, hate that actually. Oh, I'm gonna be actually mad if I die that quickly. Okay, there we go. Weefy says I believe in you. Well, tell you what, I am very real, so thank you for believing in me. I assure you I exist, so thank you for believing. You know what? Claws out. Claws out for justice. Well, that sucks. Okay, no more claws. Oh god. No! Ah! We'll be fine, everything will be fine. Still haven't decided whether I'm going to shave the beard or not, for those of you that were asking about it. I don't know. It's a fun little change. Okay, that one might have counted. Oh god, didn't even try to dodge that one. It's like, yep, you can just hit me full force in the face, that's fine. I probably deserve that. Dude, too much, too much. Okay. Okay, now we're good. Okay, the throwing of the claws is actually kind of awesome. That does so much. Yep, we're gonna be using the claws from here on out, folks. That's the move. I do hate that I can't seem to move. Okay. Okay, I get some of the complaints about this boss. But also, I was panic rolling. Maybe it's still my fault. And that's okay. Everything's fine. Hey, Zero Filter, that's a very sweet message. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much. We have got Leah Bug. Drop in 666 box and 69 cents. Nice. Thank you very much, Leah Bug. Baby Magic says, can you explain what the 3 health bars are? Yes, top left, the red one is health. The blue one is magic, so, and that also works for skills where I'm like doing the special throw or something like that. And then green is endurance. If you run out of that, you can't keep attacking, running, dodging, any of that, so. Alrighty, so yes, thank you very, very much for that, Leah Bug. I will read out your message properly in a second. I am going to actually not read chat while I am playing. This time I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to actually do that. Jeez Louise, man. Leah Bug says, congrats on testing negative. Thank you very much. Like I said, 2 days in a row, which makes me happy. Unfortunately, I'm worried that I brought home some COVID back for my 3 hours at Gen Con. Oh no. I'm not sick, but my partner is. I feel bad for sharing the ick. Good news is my new job is an absolute dream. Take it easy this week. Well, thank you very much, Leah Bug. I appreciate that. I will say I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I don't know if you would be able to give that to your partner if you were not yourself sick. Even if like you could be positive and not showing any kind of like symptoms, that's one thing. But if you're not sick at all or like testing positive, I don't see how you would give that to them. You know what I mean? To the person asking why I left Smosh, I didn't. There's your answer there. You can give it to someone if you don't have it, says Raspberry Slushy. You can just carry it. Is that right? That's... You can. After working in a hospital through pandemic, I can confirm. That's wild. Well, I'm actually gonna breathe breath on that guy too. I'm gonna be a stinky breath boy. Take that. Take that, Stinky. See you later, Stinky. There we go. Now he's all poisoned and his breath is stinky. See, it says, Damien, you said you wouldn't read chat. I don't remember that. Okay, yeah, I do. I'm actually not a fan of this boss anymore. No, 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 no. All right, well, okay. I guess the wave just goes wherever. Oh, nice. My Mimic Tier cast a heal for us, but you son of a bastard. This one is rough. This one is indeed rough. Alrighty. Let's see here. Kerosene Entertainment dropping 10 flippin' bucks. Thank you very much for that, Kerosene Entertainment. Saying congrats on testing negative. Thank you very much. Y'all said that in the exact same time. I finished DMing my first campaign on Monday, chess inspired, which was super fun. Take care of yourself and stay safe out there. Thank you very much, Kerosene Entertainment. Good to see you, and congrats on that. That's actually cool as hell. I hope you feel proud of it. DMing is not easy, but sometimes you just got to jump into it and try your best, and that's what I certainly did. I had never DM'd before Smosh had asked me to, and so yeah. You do what you got to do. Oh, wait, did I? Oh my god, I cast the wrong thing to start. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna do this and then get wailed on here, I guess. Okay, I would like enough time to actually get on the horse. That'd be great. There we go. Woo. No, 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 no. Okay, you guys are right. This boss sucks ass. Excuse my language. I don't like it. I was like, I don't get the hype. I don't get the problem from everybody. I don't really get that. And then here we are. Yes, I do, actually. Yes, I actually do. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I actually hate it so much. I hate it a bunch. It's all right, y'all. I don't have to. I don't need. I'd prefer not to have advice right now, please, if that's okay. Just gonna keep existing and trying my best. Cool. God dang, dude. This is nuts. Am I about to get tilted on a stream? I feel like I'm about to get tilted. I can definitely do some solid damage though while we're waiting here. Okay, I know now to jump over this wave or run away from it. Nice. No. Sorry, Piggy. Oh my god, dude. So close, though. Don't let me die. Please, bro. Please. I just want to murder you. That's all I want, dude. Don't be weird about it. Okay, so what am I supposed to do with your magic crazy attacks where you can just hit everything always forever? Is that how we play the game now? Okay, cool, fun, awesome, great. Love that for me. Okay. Okay, like one more hit and I'd be fine. Let's go. Ooh. 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 We did it. We did it. And now no one can say I didn't murder a pig man. Believe in your dreams. Set fire to the rain. Dethrone the pigmen. My mimic tier will be remembered. First try. Yeah, exact. First try. Can you believe that? Never even heard of Elden Ring. What is this game you say? Elden Ring? I guess I'll give it a shot. And that little bit. Ah, Plant Face. That's such a good one-liner. I should have used that myself. I'm gonna borrow it, please. All credit to Plant Face. Guess this little piggy should have stayed home. Yeah. Done. Done. It's the deadest idiot I know. Now they are dead forever. And it's my fault, and I don't feel bad about it. That's so Duke Nukem coded. That's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them. Alrighty. Let's go see what special goodies we get from Pigfellow. And his soul. And his soul. As soon as we go to New Game Plus, y'all, we can finally be Laios. We're gonna do a full Laios run. I can't wait. Okay, so this guy, we can get his fancy sword, which allows us to do... Oh, yeah. Pulls blade-like clumps of rock from the earth. That's the spell. Or this one allows us to do that crazy, like... We're gonna get that. We're just gonna get that sword lance. But also, we can buy all his armor. His armor, by the way, looks straight up ridiculous. And I will be showing you that post-haste. It's gonna be a silly, goofy time, really. All right. Let's ride. Up to a place called Shadowview. Just to a place called... just got here. Haircut? No, I'm actually getting a haircut tonight because I've tested positive... tested negative 2 days in a row. I'll still be masked. But no, I'm going to keep... I'm just adding layers to it so it's not so floofy, but I'm going to keep doing the thing where I'm... combing most of it back, letting this part sit down. That feels like a good way to, grow it out. The 70-30 comb split as opposed to being down the middle. And we're going back to the, like, silvery white. How do you think Laios would prepare Hoopla? I think we'll save most of the how do we eat these bosses talk for when we do the actual run. I don't want to use all the good material now. But, just a thought. I think if we're talking about eating the Hoopla thing, its mouth is that big, like, whoomp, so I think he would probably cut off the mouth and, like, cut down the side and lay it out sort of like a squid steak, and char grill that, maybe with, like, a garlic butter dipping sauce. Man, I hope there's no more mounted enemies here, because that would actually suck if they did. The question is, do I keep the beard? And I don't know yet. Alrighty, Alley Cat, drop in 666 box. Thank you very much, Alley Cat. Appreciate you. Alley Cat says, flew the coop for a while. Hey, but you're here. But I'm back, baby. Been focusing on my physical and mental health. Oh, I love that. That's great to hear. That's always wonderful. But I have a story. My boyfriend and his friends are big anime fans, and one of his friends highly recommended Delicious in Dungeon. Boyfriend recognized your name in the cast list and told me, oh, I love that. Yeah, it has been a minute since you've been here, huh? Well, that's wonderful. I appreciate you. That's super cool. I hope focusing on those different aspects of health has proved fruitful. And, that never stops, obviously, but I hope you're feeling good after everything. And yeah, good to see you. Thank you very much. It's been a busy little bit of time. Lots of roles to announce and that have been announced. I look forward to sharing some other things soon. And when it comes to video games, y'all know that there is indeed a video game strike. So, as always, I announce things when I can. Oh, shoot. I announce things when I can. But especially now that there's a video game strike, there might be more than usual things that you hear where you're like, whoa, is that Damien? And you can even look in the credits and be like, whoa, that's Damien. And I'll just have to be like, yep. That's just how it goes. Excuse me. What does having a beard feel like? Is it itchy? It can be if it grows to a certain length. This level of trimmed is fine, but if it gets super long, it can like sort of turn back in on itself and poke you in the neck. So I don't love that. If I ever have a beard, I have to keep it trimmed because I don't like the heat of it as well. I get overheated for sure. But Alley Cat, I'm happy to hear that. I wish you well. All right, so that one doesn't count. From a distance. I will end your life, stab you from a distance.
Here I come back from the dead.
Did you learn your lesson? Oh, I don't love that she screamed a real human scream. And these are Gaius's greaves. This is some interesting little lore here in game. So Gaius is the guy that was mounted on the boar that we just fought. Black iron greaves were made for Commander Gaius, a cruel joke for he could not wear them. Riding atop the boar, he called his other half. Gaius was in fact a warrior of Albinaric extraction. So he was made by those people who were trying to like create life and is like a being made of magic. But for whatever reason, I don't think he had working legs, or maybe he was like grafted to the boar. So literally it was like he could not wear those. Which is a bummer. But hey, now we get cool pants, so. Sharp Shot Talisman, nice. Alrighty. There's a couple of items around here, but then there's some really good items just around the corner. And they basically give you a little, I bet this area smells real good. Oh god, it probably does. All colors, but there's a lot of ragweed you can see here. You gotta be careful about the allergies. But there's some gosh dang good items here in a second. This is a beautiful, beautiful area, and it's more or less just a little reward for getting to the end of this kind of path. Smells like a dead boar now, says Maidolf. I'll give it a minute. I don't think it would right away, but... The Shadow Tree Chalice. These shadow sunflowers growing up toward it. And so many of these Shadow Tree fragments, the things that allow you to boost your stats in the DLC. An absolutely wild thing to just find, what, 4 of, 5 of? Kind of crazy. I jumped in here previously and there's just nothing to it, so it's clearly a relic from times past. But since they're all pointed toward the tree, clearly they were worshipping somehow. Would skate that. Yeah, the tiniest little bowl to skate. Yes. Cereal bowl for giants. Yeah. What is this? A cereal bowl for giants? It would have to be at least 3 times this small. All right, and that's pretty much the only thing to be found, as far as I know, in this little offshoot area past the Boar Man. The Boar Man. And so, our quest continues. So we've done all this stuff. We did all that down there. We went up here to Rabbit's Rise. The ruins of Auntie. Hey, Auntie, do you have any ruins for me? Calm down, nephew. We'll have ruins for you. Oh, we never finished. We never finished the Dragonspire Peak thing with the like, curse you, Bale. That's actually interesting to think about. I don't even remember where this is. And clearly there's something at the top of this that we didn't do. wherever that may be. There's stuff over here. Oh, we never went down here in this particular file, this playthrough. Petrichoral, I usually go 2.5, 3 hours, but sometimes I can get really into it and we will go much longer, but for these lately I've been 2.5, 3, especially if, well, you know, I'm still recovering from the COVID, so I gotta be careful. There's all of this, there's all of that down there. Should explore this down here a little bit. Wait, no, we did. Okay, cool. Well, first let's just go get some, let's do a little bit of cleanup. Let's find some spots down here. I do have 4 hours of voice acting tomorrow. Yes, I do indeed. Fun, fun, fun. It is fun, actually. Let me scroll up here. Hey, Bard the Jack is gifting a couple subs. Thank you very much for doing that. Gifting to Petra Coral and then KJ Who 11. Thank you for that. A very spicy welcome to y'all. We will see you in the Discord. Remember how difficult this area was when we first started, and now it's actually just totally fine. And everything's fine and just not a problem at all. Gotta rest that COVID voice to get a normal voice. That's true. I hope my voice isn't too COVIDly recognizable on this day. I hope not. Ah, the rains. I bless the rains down in there. I bless the rains. Well, that's lovely. Thank you for saying it's back to normal. One person says it's endearingly husky. I'll take that. That's how people described me in 2nd grade, too. It took me a long time to learn that husky meant, like, just on the larger side. I remember when I was a kid, I was always, like, trying to shop for pants with parents, and like, you have to look in the husky section. I'm like, I don't remember what that means. I know we had a husky, so maybe that's part of why, but... Bad. Okay? Bad. We do that outside. Right. Husky is, yeah, it just means a little bit, like, larger. Given a little bit more space if you're on the bigger side as a kid. Yeah. Church of Consolation. You're like, can I talk to God? And they're like, no, but you can talk to Dave. Kind of similar. They're there. We'll console you. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to some kind of heavenly power, and I get this guy. Very rude, actually. Okay. Wild. Black steel great hammer. It's a good steel hammer for battling. Shadow tree fragment, nice. More of those things to boost up our stats and all the butterflies I can eat. Great. Now who's this silly little guy? Hey pal. Who the heck are you, honestly? Don't yell, dude. Oh, dude, actually so rude of you? Die forever. Who dares intrude on our napping spots? We enjoy our naps together, we three. If only there was a little secret behind this waterfall. Butterflies for the bread crawlers. Yes. I think we don't utilize butterflies enough. You gotta just give them a little squeeze, and then you have butter for your bread. And all you have to do is have a little nectared butterfly feeder outside your window, and you can have all the butterflies you want for free. You can have all the butter you want for free, and we should. Terrible. Alrighty. I think there's an item we need right over here, if I remember correctly. No. 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 Guess not. Ooh, there is a boss that I've been avoiding that maybe... Oh, sweet. Butterflies for food. Maybe I should go do that, actually. Might be the move. Could be the move. We'll see. I'll start making my way there, and we can see if it's doable on this day. Again, my stamina is a little bit on the low side due to recovering from COVID. I'm feeling a little bit sleepy at this point, so I'm gonna be very kind to my body. And whenever it is that I start to feel like it's time, I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Shibugi Alarm Pants, thank you for dropping 3 flippin' bucks. Appreciate you. Saying hi, Damien. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you very much. Me too. I'm going to be packed with chores because of my siblings, in which I told you Thursday I will get berated by them this week. Anyways, good luck with the voiceover tomorrow. Sending love to you in the coop. Thank you very much. Good luck with family visiting. I know that can be a mixed bag for sure. But I do wish you well with that. Rage Rabbit, thank you for the kind words about my hair. I'm getting a cut today, but it will hopefully look the same. But thank you. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. It's hard to not have space when family visits too. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, and you don't always feel like you can retreat back to some normalcy. So do what you can to take those moments. All right. So yeah, that made us a lot more strong. I feel good. I feel good. Let's go see what kind of shenanigans I can get up to with this extra boss here. Go all the way here to the Fisher Waypoints. I think this is where I'm supposed to be, actually. Yeah, okay. All right, River dropping 1111. Make a wish, saying no words, just wishes. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate you. It's quite kind of you. I think that's lovely, and I thank you. Everybody make a wish. Everybody do it. It's gonna be great. All right, so this area is bonkers. It is underground. There's just a ton of stone coffins, and the main like sort of god that we followed into the DLC in this game has like a second part of their identity and their personality that's a god of like sleep and eternal slumber. And oh, I should be using holy weapons for this critter because otherwise they're gonna come back. You kill something with a holy weapon, they die the first time. Yeah, there you go. Hey, man. Don't. Or, oh. There we go. Oh, it didn't. I guess maybe holy magic, but maybe that's just a previous Soulsborne game situation. I don't know. But either way. What was I literally in the middle of saying? Oh, yeah, this sleep-based god. So we've been following this god in the DLC to like track their, you know, movements and their locations and see what they've been up to. And we keep finding these spots where they say like, I leave here my left arm, I leave here my eyes, I leave here my hearing, I leave here all these things. They're like clearly losing parts of themselves to try to ascend to like a different kind of godhood kind of situation. But here they said I abandoned my love, and so it's starting to seem to me that like maybe that other side of them was something that they truly loved, and that is what they left here. And if that's the case, this area might be sort of built around them. I don't know. Okay, we don't need that fire-based thing anymore, by the way. We can use Raises Arcane. Well, that would definitely help with our bleed builds. Oh, I'm being attacked. What if you make a bad guy that's just like, I don't know, he's like a blob and kind of just blobs around? Yeah, baby magic, that's kind of what they did for sure. But they actually kind of introduce it as like a new element where they call it putrescence. Putrescence. And I think it's these things that like are rotting, but not with the power of like rot in game. They're just like putrefying. They're still existing, but maybe while in slumber. I don't know for sure. It's a very interesting kind of vibe they've made here. Wait, did I just go back to where I started? Oh, man. Is this where I started? Oh, man. It is. Okay, well, then I need to go back the other way here. River, thank you for the wishes. I know mine. Okay, so that being said, the holy weapons clearly do more damage to these guys in the first place, even if it's not an auto kill situation. Oh. I was like, I hear some skeletons. Someone's playing xylophone on their tummy, huh? There we go. Ooh. Bard the Jack is also gifting us up to Gandalf Tacos. Thank you very much, Bard the Jack, and welcome officially as a subscriber now, Gandalf Tacos. Much appreciated. Oh, that is a mini-boss kind of situation. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he looks like a ghost, but he's not a ghost. Oop, okay, well, that ranged attack that I thought about doing there didn't really do much for him. Okay, that one doesn't count. Now I know his moveset. Honestly, I think he's a little rude, if I'm being real with you, and I always am. River, thank you again for the generous tip. I appreciate that. Hope Spiral is dropping 666 bucks and 66 cents. Spooky. Thank you very much, Hope Spiral. Appreciate that a lot. Saying hi, Damien and Coop. Glad to know you're finally testing negative and on the mend. Thank you so much. Bloodborne update. Ooh, yes, another game by the same makers as Elden Ring, if you don't know. I just beat the Blood-Starved Beast and Vicar Amelia. I was wondering which weapon you personally prefer using in your own runs. Ooh, Hope Spiral, that's a great question. I really enjoyed... Well, first of all, congrats to you. Difficult bosses to fight, so you did it. You're doing the thing. Congrats to you. I really liked using, as a starting weapon, the axe. I think it's the Executioner's Axe. I forget the name, but it's the long-necked axe that you can just spin around with. And then... Beyond that, the Saw Cleaver is great. Like, I know you start the game with it, but it's still just an incredible weapon right off the bat. So don't knock it. I also really like the Amygdalan Arm. That was probably the one that carried me the most in the game. Gotta heal, oh my god. And then the wheel. The wheel was cool, but honestly, the Amygdalan Arm... For those of you who don't know, they have trick weapons in this game, Bloodborne. So, like, it might start as a cane to whack them with, but if you press a button, it turns into, like, a chain whip, and it starts to stack bleed on them. And then, you know, the Saw Cleaver, it's a short-handed weapon, but then it clicks out, and then it's a long-ranged weapon. So the Amygdalan Arm is an arm that's literally ripped off of, like, a boss enemy that, like, you can't tell if this arm is still kind of alive, kind of not, but it seems to have a life of its own, and it works as both a club and a scythe, and I'm like, that's so cool. So yeah, that's what I enjoyed. Blades of Mercy, I wish I liked more, because they're cool, but, you know. Oh, I also really liked the, what's it called? The, stake thrower, puncher, something. It's a punch-in weapon that has like an explodey little part in its fist. The cleaver? No, not the cleaver. This part, by the way, is wild. Look at this. All the animals of the world are just like Lion Kinging down here. Oh, I've got a great idea, actually. Actually, I have a very good idea. Give me 1 second. Just a reminder, y'all, please no backseat gaming. Don't you worry. If I lose the game, I lose the game. And that happens sometimes, and that's okay. I don't need any warnings or anything like that. Just want to play. Thank you. Okay, see here. From the day we arrive on the planet and blinking step into the sun, there's more to see that can never be seen, more to do that can never be done. It's a circle of life. Okay, yeah, that was pretty cool. Great. Rabbits on Chalk, thank you for gifting us up to Theology. Appreciate you. Hope Spiral, good luck with the rest of your Bloodborne run. You know, you're never going to get it perfectly right off the bat, and that's okay. The one thing I would advise you of, and take it or leave it, you don't have to, but there's multiple endings to that game, and I think it has one of the easiest to miss, like, good ending ways to do things. So, look up, if you feel like it, if you're okay with the spoilers of, like, what you need to be collecting. There is, let's see here. It's a piece of an umbilical cord. I know that sounds crazy, but piece of an umbilical cord, Bloodborne. Look out for those and maybe look up the locations because they are missable. And if you don't have a certain amount of them and you don't do the right thing with them, you don't get to have the good ending. So, just sometimes you do multiple playthroughs of a game, but other times you're like, oh, I kind of wish I knew kind of just that part. Dang. All right. We got Siberian Tig 13 subscribing for the first time. A very spicy Clever Coop, welcome to you. Thank you very much. It's very, very nice of you. Ooh, Ghost Voice. Get ready for Ghost Voice.
Oh, please, grant me the courage to fly to your feet, my dearest Saint Trina.
So, this is one of those rare times where they're giving you a very direct little clue there. Give me the courage to fly to your feet. Gee whiz. What could that possibly mean? What's this?
And they say that a hero can save us. Now gonna stand here and wait.
And suddenly that's just fine on your knees, and I don't know why.
I'll hold on to the wings of a hero. Watch them never fly away.
I'm gonna be using my boost here. Real quick, like a lickety split. Wow, what a beautiful area. Thank goodness there's nothing wrong. Why is that guy floating around? Yeah, I'm gonna summon my guy here because I clearly can. Yeah, this part right here is insane, by the way. Putrescent night. Silent night. Putrescent night. Everything sucks. I can't do nothing right. Guy has a cleaver and hits me with cold. Made out of putrescence, all rotting and old. Stinky pony with a man attached. Stinky pony with a man attached. That's so much damage to do at me, sir. Oh, God. At least he's not the crazy hardest to dodge here. Oh, as I get my two handed to me. All right, I'm going to give this a couple more tries. If we don't finish on stream, we'll just save it for the next one. Alrighty. Ember Topaz dropping $3. Thank you very much, Ember Topaz. Saying, hello, Damien. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you very much. Me too. Hope this stream is cheering. Oh, not hope. Sorry. Hope you're feeling better. This stream is cheering me up after a rough few days. Appreciate you. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Sorry the few days have been rough. Hopefully you're able to take some weekend time and relax. And even if it's a busy day for you, take a few minutes just for yourself. Center yourself however you can. It's wild. I talk about this sometimes, but like there's so much advice out there in the world that like gets thrown around willy-nilly, and I just get so mad when I hear it because I'm just like, oh, that's so stupid. It's not gonna work. But then it does work, and that just makes me madder. Like when I'm really anxious, when I'm really, stressed or tired or anything like that, everyone's always like, just breathe. And I'm like, hey, I hate you. Don't say that. And then I realized like, oh shoot, if I actually take a minute and just focus on like box breathing for like a few minutes, it actually helps my life so much. I'm like, okay, breathing helped, but not because you told me. Like, I don't know why I'm wired that way. I'll figure it out in therapy. But just like, so knowing that full well, I'm going to say to you, Emperor Topaz, I hope you take some time for yourself today, even just 5 minutes, and just do some box breathing or whatever, and it'll help maybe calm things down a bit. I don't know for sure. I don't know your life. But yeah. I wish I had that. I had that with learning good breathing to get to sleep quicker. So pissed, says Shockaholic Mama. Yeah, I feel that. Actually, I had some of the worst nightmares I've ever had in my life last night. And it was like a full through line story. Like it was just an ongoing, continuous situation, which for me was just wild. Never in my life have I had to deal with something that ongoing. Sorry, buddy. It was truly crazy, and the visuals were nuts. COVID will do that to you? Really, Claris Rock? Because I am finally testing negative now for the past couple days, but I did not know that COVID specifically gave you rough dreams. That's kind of wild. Oh, shoot, I did the wrong thing. Well, and now all of my things are here. Oh, God. No, please. I want to live. Clarence, I want to live again. I want to heal myself up, Clarence. I want to live and heal and fight a what? Even though I'm testing negative now, I can do that? Clarence, I want to live again. Please. It's okay, because it had a full storyline and was nightmarish. I'm like, well, if I ever need to write a book or something or a series, like, I could legit see it turning very well into a thing. I'm just not much of a writer, but I'm like, at least now I have an idea. Like, HBO's knocking. They want to know if you have any shows. And I'm just like, oh, actually, yeah, I kind of just have one ready to go. Okay, this is crazy. You can just sort of do it. And why are you Monkey Man? Why are you... He also looks like he's horse-shaped. Is this a horse on a horse? I know, I've heard rumors about this boss being Radon, the corpse of Radon, because they'd mentioned, you know, they wanted to find the corpse of Radon and bring him back to this world. And I think that makes sense, but now he looks less like Radon and more like he's also a pony man. That's so cool. I hope we can get that skill when we do murder this man, because that's actually so sick. Okay, you can stop now, though. I complimented you, and now it's time to stop. Someone theorized he was the butt of the pony. Oh, interesting. I'll have to look at that. That's wild. Alrighty. We got amateur nail art dropping 369. Nice. Are you proud of my amateur nail art? Amateur nail art? It's not art. I just did a basic painting. It's been a minute, though. It was nice and relaxing to do. Thank you very much. Saying hi, Damien and Coop. I'm so glad you are now negative. I had a great time with my dad in Indianapolis. That's awesome. We saw some great drum corps shows, and his Broncos won. Woo! Now currently on my drive home, I was stopped while sending this. Well, I'm glad you're being safe while driving. Very good. Thank you. And yay! I'm not a sports person, so I say this full well knowing that some people are not going to like that I say this. Congrats to the Broncos! And I say that only because you're happy they won, and that's great. And I hope they win forever. Thank you. Oh, God, no. Please. Let me heal up. But thank you so much for dropping in and saying hey, and I hope you're doing well. You theorized he was the butt of the pony. I'm gonna, like... I feel like I can't properly look at this because he's just going sicko mode while I'm trying to... But I guess, here's the thing, too. If we're thinking about putrescence being, like, the rotting, cold... corpses of enemies without the actual, like, rot element in this game, then it's possible that using the corpse of Radon was just, like, raw material for that, which is pretty gross to say and definitely had a lot to do with my dream. Strangely enough, now that I say that. So what exactly is your build? Celestial Hawk, that's a great question. I'm swapping, it seems like I'm swapping weapons every stream. I've got Faith, I've got Dexterity. I'm not going for anything crazy in particular. When we do New Game Plus, I'll be doing a build based off of a character that I voiced from an anime. His name is Laios, and I think it could be a lot of fun. Oh my god, dude, so rude of you. Stop it, huh? Just hear my guy, like, getting so angry over there. He's like, oh, God. Yeah, I don't feel like I can move too well when that happens. Okay, yeah, just this pony coming out of nowhere from the ground. That's all. I love that. Also, I will eat your family. I'm so mad at you, dude. Wow, that did some good damage. Wow. No, my mimic's here. My boy. Father help. I don't even know what that's from, but it's TikTok sound in my brain forever. Oh, my boy. So close, dude. Actually, I could just charge this up when he gets close and... Okay, there we go. Woo! We did it. Legend felled. That's a big deal. Oh, so it didn't just say enemy felled. It said legend felled. What was that supposed to be? I need to look into the lore for that, whatever that was, because that's crazy. Are these St. Trina's lilies everywhere? Okay, so the god of sleep clearly did. Oh, wait a minute. I have a thought here. I don't know for sure. I haven't looked up the lore, so please nobody confirm. I don't want to know super spoilery stuff, but there was a lot of stuff that had to do with this boss. My God, my brain is... Mikola walking through this game and leaving like parts of themselves so that they could just get some tokens. Kind of plant face, kind of a little bit. Leaving parts of themselves in order to like ascend to godhood. So it's theorized that the boss at the base of the Shadow Air Tree, that like flower thing that we fought, was because they had left their great rune there. So they basically abandoned their family name. And here supposedly was the tomb of their like split personality that was like the god of sleep or whatever. So what if they left that here to rot with no other influence other than the cold to do so? Hence the lilies of that enemy sort of being here, maybe along with the corpse of Radon, and like fusing all of those things together. Seems like that. Is that Trina? That's my thought, Sleepy Little Rider. Like that could be the literal body of Saint Trina. Very possible. I think that's very possible. Let's go see what goodies we get from that boss soul, by the way. Joe the Raven dropping 666 box and 66 cents. Spooky. Thank you, Joe the Raven, saying spooky. Jinx, you got me. Congratulations on your defeat of this age's nemesis, the vid Hoopla. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm definitely happy to be past COVID. You know, I'm still playing it very safe because even though I've been testing negative for 2 days, you never know. Sometimes things rebound and that sucks, but I just want to be super duper careful just in case. Why have I not upgraded this yet? That would make so much sense. Okay, done. But yeah, doing what I can, but I appreciate you. Hoopla indeed. Oh yeah, we didn't summon Hoopla Friend for that fight. I feel like Hoopla Friend does not survive very many boss fights, so anything where someone is running around and slamming stuff all over the place, that's not a great idea.
My dear, I'll see it to the end with you.
Dog, I didn't even learn your name. Okay, let's see what we get. Putrescence Cleaver. Let's see what this says for either thing, because it's going to add some lore.
Weapon wielded by the putrescent knights. A great cleaver of hardened putrescence affixed to an arch fashioned from human bones. Gains power from the wielder's arcane attributes.
Ooh. Spinning guillotine. Hold the putrid blade at both ends and arch the body backwards to deliver a powerful overhead chop. I've seen that yoga technique. Repeated inputs deliver follow-up attacks for as long as stamina allows. Strong attack performs a leap followed by a spinning attack. That's wild. It's crazy to see. I wonder what that is. That could be like the jaw of a different boss. That could be someone's rune arc. I don't know. Vortex of Putrescence. This is the thing that I saw that I was like, this is awesome.
Launches a whirl of putrescent jets that bathe the surroundings of all they touch in ghost flame. In an age long past, death was burned by ghost flame. Even the remains of tainted flesh were given equal treatment in death.
Okay, the remains of tainted flesh. That kind of speaks to whether it's Radon, whether it's Saint Trina, something. That is kind of what we're seeing there. I feel like, what are the stats needed for this? A lot of strength and a lot of arcane. This needs a lot of intelligence. We can double up on this soul, so I'm going to do that later. For now, we have a lot of cool strength weapons. I'll hold off on that for now. Cool. Is there any armor to buy off it? I can't imagine there would be. Nah, no. That's also a clue in and of itself. Notice we couldn't buy Verdon's armor ever. Who knows? Gonna also level up some weapons while I'm here and just use the souls I've got. I'll be winding down pretty soon, I think. I'm feeling a little bit of that fatigue. But not quite yet. I do kind of want to continue our dagger run at some point. So a mangosh is a blocking dagger to be held in the left hand. Apparently they made it so that it actually works with different move sets, so that it would be akin to a classic dagger and blade combo, and I think that's kind of cool. So it's about as strong as it could be until later. Yeah, let's level up the rest of these here, as much as having runes will allow. We've got a parrying dagger, that's cool too, but I think this one would be far better for parrying. Oh yeah, it's so much stronger. My God, look at that. Miséricorde is very good as well. All my fancy daggers here. Okay, that'll be cool for later. Oh, and then this one, of course. The throwing dagger. Level them up while you got them. Okay, great. Alrighty. I don't think a dagger run is a good idea. I've heard bad things about that stuff with scissors. That's deeply funny. Very clever. Referring to a Weird Al album. The real Jenny Quinn, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate you. Let's buy whatever we can in the meantime here with what's left of our funds. Not too much, actually, from the look of it. So if I were to take something from scratch, I would need 12 of this one first. So there's 8. Here we go. And I would need more of these. Okay. All right. And then we got Bard the Jack gifting a sub to Phoebe for the first time from the looks of it. Thank you very much, Bard the Jack. Welcome to you, Phoebe. We know you're in chat already, but thank you very much for that, and welcome as a subscriber. Fisher Waypoint, Fisher Depths. All right. And then finally, Demo Nacho drop in. 666 box. Thank you very much, Demo Nacho. Let's see. I meant to send this in the last one at the same time, but it wouldn't let me. Jenny Quinn, thank you for 100 more bits. That's very funny. Garden of Deep Purple. That's an awesome name for a place. Demonacho, I appreciate you saying, hola, Damien. Hola, Demonacho. Congrats on testing negative. Hope you can take it easy and recover soon from that post-COVID fatigue. Good luck on the recording. Had the time this weekend to work on a secret project for later this year. That's so cool. Love projects. Love having projects. You gotta have some projects here and there. So that's really cool. I hope it filled your cup of like, doing things for me, myself, you know? That's important. So here's hoping. Alrighty. I also have some projects to do. I have not been to this location yet. I'm imagining just a big old bosses at the end of it, since we've already beaten the big one here. Is probably just like the guardian spot for something. Ooh, or is it just items here? St. Trina's Disciples Cookbook. Ooh, that very much. Ooh, is that a person to talk to? Whoa, I'm really stoked about that. Okay. Imbibe nectar. If that's St. Trina, then wouldn't that put me to sleep forever? Hold on, I'm gonna say leave. Imbibe nectar. I guess there's no saving in this game, so I'm either gonna do it or I'm not. I kind of think that's awesome. I think I might just do it. I'm just gonna do it. I mean, it's not gonna end my game forever, so like, yeah. Give It a Kwang says, I mean, have we not earned a nap? We've earned a nap. We murdered a pony man and then a guy with the sun for a head. Oh, there's a face. I didn't see the face there. So this person is like a part of the flower, or is it like I wonder if it's like a dryad situation where they have themselves grown out of the flower. Y'all see that face, right? It's kind of just to the right of the torso. Super cool. Oh, Barry, I know the feeling, and I so appreciate you saying vibrating from excitement, wanting to info dump, but I would never spoil. I really appreciate you. I know the feeling. God, I love a good info dump. That's all you need in life, is to find those in life who enjoy your info dump. All right, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try it. It would be rude of me not to, honestly. I wonder if it will take me to a dream world. Actually, that's my guess. It's gonna take me to a dream world of some kind. Get out of here. That's crazy. That's so funny. Well, won't they be surprised when I can just sort of pop right back? Just like, hey, just crawled out of the place where you guys dumped my body. Oh yeah, what the f is what I was gonna ask you, actually? So I wonder if I kill this thing instead. Death required ahead, but try here again. So maybe I'm supposed to die once, and then when I try it again... Oh, I think I know what'll happen. Maybe we get the nectar from them to give to someone else. That would make some sense to me. We've proven that we survived. Leave. Okay. Switch action. I wonder if there's any other useful messages. Try death and then try death. Okay. Fool me 9 times, shame on me. Here. One second, folks. I actually can't believe that happened again. Sorry, one sec. Oh yeah, that one doesn't count. So, okay, so I died twice. What are the odds? What are the odds that it'll happen again? The message did imply you had to die twice. Lord ahead. Yeah, that would be a Lord soul. Yes. Be wary of poison. Yeah, well, death, but try here again. Try death and then try death. I did, and they also did a special motion. Bloodstain? Yeah. They did a special motion there. I wonder if they just give us the thing now. I'm curious. I'm curious if a gesture is required. Oh Mother is one that is storyline based. I'm gonna swap this out. Let's see what else we have. Swing sideways rest. Ring of Mikola. Okay, so someone did the Ring of Mikola when they were saying death required ahead. So I wonder if I did the Ring of Mikola, what that would do. Ring of Mikola. Fake nap? No, they're a god of sleep. I think they would know. Now, what happens when we talk to you? Okay, I'm gonna try it a third time, and if not, I'm just gonna kill her. I probably have to murder this person, and then it's like, oh, you get the thing now because you did a murder at them. Huh? All right, so now I'm curious. Now I will ask for a little bit of backseat gaming because I have tried that thing 3 times. I've tried a few different emotes. That's all I can really think of. It takes a few tries. Persistence is key. I feel like y'all are playing a joke on me. Keep going. Wait, for real? Try a 4th, not joking. I'm going to trust you guys, and I know it doesn't affect you if I feel so silly, but I will feel so silly if this doesn't work. A lot of people are saying 6. Too many people are saying 6 for it to actually be a well-coordinated joke. I know you could do it. I know you could do it. I know you could do it.
Don't turn the poor thing into a god.
That's wild. Make Mikola stop. So this is... It's a little complicated, but in this game, it's been shown that these, like, gods that we're talking about, they have, like, split aspects to themselves, but it's not just another side of their personality, because one of them is, like, they literally had god children with themselves. So clearly it's 2 different instances of existence. The Phoenix, subscribing for the first time. A very spicy, clever coop. Welcome to you, as well as to Ira Altorius. Thank you so much. So you can trust us. I know, and I appreciate you, but I've been goofed on before. We've all been goofed on before. I'm gonna do it again. They're like, wait a minute. Give me like an hour. I can't keep making more nectar. Give me a minute. This was guarded by an undead horseman. No one's ever come here in like 100 years. Like, nope, I'm thirsty. No joke, drink 6 times. All right, this is number 5.
Godhood would be Mikola's prison.
Oh?
A cage divinity is beyond saving.
Wild. One more. No wonder it's so stinky in here. People keep dying because they're drinking all the water. Winston voice says, come on, Cusco, this poison is for you. Yeah, St. Trina's poison. The poison for St. Trina. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and block. I'm not even waiting for the mods for that one. One more, baby. Nectar made for Cusco. Give it up, Kwong. If this doesn't give me an answer, then yes, I'll let you give that little hint. Thank you for checking first. Yeah, there I go. That seemed faster this time. I'll just do this forever. Thank you again, new subscribers. Ooh.
Kill Mikola.
Oh, that's so sad.
Grant him forgiveness.
Oh, the lore behind it all. I look forward to either figuring it out or looking it up or all the above. All right, so even Mikola's split half doesn't want him to ascend to godhood. That is important to know. Okay, so this would be my 7th time. Give it up, Kwong. You had a thing that you were gonna say here? Is it now do I do the Ring of Mikola? Have you met someone who follows Saint Trina? Yeah, plenty. Plenty. Aha. Got it. Okay, thank you. Give it up, Kwong. I'm assuming maybe I don't get any more storyline stuff after this, so we'll see. But then, yeah, good to know. Thank you. Okay. Great. Maybe this time everything's fine. Okay, it's the same message now.
Grant him forgiveness.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's pretty swell. Y'all, we are at 2.5 hours, which means myself still recovering. You know, I've tested negative for 2 days, but I'm still a sleepy guy. I'm going to go ahead and call it an evening on the stream, or call it a day. I know it's not as long as I'd usually like. I know I started a little later than normal, but I'm just glad I got to stream. Thank you so much, y'all. And I will be back on Tuesday, and of course Thursday, and of course Sunday per usual. No more nectar, says Bethany Louise. I think we're good on the nectar until probably we talk to someone that's like, oh, by the way, did you know you can steal all their nectar? You did it. Great job. Thank you very much. I appreciate y'all very, very much. One more, says Mochi Flower. One more for the road. I feel like that one's not necessary. I don't want to glorify drinking poison nectar. Romeo and Juliet do that way too much. But thank you for being here, y'all. I really do appreciate it. This was lovely. It's always a very fun way to just decompress and enjoy myself. It does feel like me time, even when it's with so many folks. And coming out of COVID and being human again, just, it feels great. So thank you for being here. I'm of course going to read out all the resubscribers before we fully call it a stream. Again, a few announcements. Keep your eyes peeled for some con announcements. That'll probably be happening this week. I've signed on with a few new ones, and that will be happening. I do have new prints up in my Streamily store. One of them has to do with a game that has come out recently that I'm in. Not talking about that too much for the sake of the strike, even though it's okay to sign those things. Perception still matters a lot, so I'm still holding off and not tweeting about it too much. If you have friends who are fans of that series and want to share that with them, awesome. Thank you. Otherwise, just stream it on the 24th, and I'll have a camera for my hands this time. Let's see here. What else? Yeah, that should be about it for now. Alrighty, return to desktop. Oh yeah, and VODs. Wayward Jaybird has once again prepped all the VODs for uploading. Oops, didn't mean to do it that quickly. Doopity boop. So thank you very much, Wayward Jaybird. If you feel so inclined to check out the YouTube videos, they're up. They'll be there. Rosa Elena, thank you for dropping that. Randomly generated, thank you. Thank you to the mods. Shout out to the mods today, as always, for doing all the things and helping this be a very functional and fun community that's safe for folks. We've only got a handful of resubscribers to read out today, so I'll do those lickety split. So thank you so much, and welcome back to all of these folks who are somehow not sick of me yet. Again, you never have to do any of these things. It's always very sweet. Having that kind of support very much does help support me and positively influences my life, so I can't thank you enough. But until then, I will just say thank you, and a very spicy clever coop welcome back to Eric Leifson for their 6th, Sleepy Little Rider for their 1 year cleverversary. Sleepy Little Rider, happy 1 year to you. Here's to 28 trillion more. I think we can do it. But thank you for a year of support. Rose Jean for their 47th month. Peace and Love for their 25th. Gabriella C for their 44th. 1 miles per hour for their 5th. Kerosene Entertainment for their 16th. Megra Locke for their 20th. Wisteria for their 1 year cleverversary as well at a tier 3. Thank you for that big ol' extra chunk of support, Wisteria. I greatly appreciate that. That's huge, and thank you for a year. And speaking of tier 3, thank you to Geology Sheep, Demo Nacho, Joe the Raven, and Rosa Elena for helping me carry those blue cakes as my blue cake reinforcement. And Noah Cola and Mydolf, of course. They're very heavy. They're made of tungsten. So tier 2 and tier 3 folks, literally the only difference is that you get the blue cake emote. So thank you for doing that. It's mostly just thanks for supporting me. But thanks for being a blue cake reinforcements. Wayward Jaybird, you are catching the very end, but we've shouted you out a few times. Thank you for the VODs. I appreciate you a lot. Shout out Wayward Jaybird. They're here now. Yay. Thank you to Mitch1551 for their 3rd month, Alleycat for their 66th, that's 5.5 straight years. Alleycat, great to have you back. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for the support. Sal 0007 for their 4th, Rye the Bread for their 7th, Ryan Lefty for their 2nd, Rabble Puff for their 3rd. We got Rosa Elena for their 22nd at a tier 2. Thank you very much, Rosa Elena, for the big ol' extra chunk of support. Julia Grace for their 4th, Scoots McBoots for their 2nd, Valis Chaotic Fangirl for their 10th, The Duck is Lord for their 40th, Zombell for their 11th, It's Amber for their 44th, Geology Sheep for their 9th at a tier 2. Thank you very much for that extra chunk of support, Geology Sheep. Devin Moore for their 5th, Z-Truck for their 33rd, Red Zinnia for their 5th, Needless Cupid for their 3rd, Fiat Mortis for their 2nd, Lil Balco for their 15th, Writing is Hard for their 10th, we got Sire Barbecue Sauce for their 2nd, Rabbits on Chalk for their 5th, Geology Sheep at a tier 3 for their 9th. Thank you very much, Geology Sheep. I don't know why it showed that again. Maybe it was the tier 3 versus tier 2. Either way, thank you very much for that. And good luck with your travels coming up next week. Lemony Drew for their 13th, Cheeky for their 3rd, Happily Ever Kara for their 5.5 years, 66 month. Good Lord. And then finally, Miss Game Master for their 2nd. Thank you so flippin' much. Y'all, this was a delight, and I greatly appreciate you spending your time with me. A big old chunk of your Sunday, for some of you Monday. It's great, and you've helped keep me sane while having the COVID negative for 2 days, so I'm going to be a-okay. Look, also, every time I think we've raided Iffy, he has been away from his computer during that time, but it looks like he's actually here. So we're going to raid Iffy this time. The raid call will be... Okay, this is a very stupid thing I'm saying, but he's doing Gunpla right now, which is when you're building those Gundam models. This doesn't make sense, but this is what we're chatting out. If you stick around for the raid just to say hi, that's always lovely to send a big old message to people. So you know what? We're gonna call it Gunpa. It's gonna be wrong on purpose. It was a mistake, but now it's wrong on purpose because we caught it and we're still doing that. We're gonna raid Iffy. All right. Clever Coop. Wait, is he still chatting? Is he still going? Because it's looking like he's maybe not. There he is. All right, Clever Coop. As I always say, whether you tip, you subscribe, you throw bits my way, or you just support me by watching with your eyeballs, I so appreciate you. I love this community, and I could not and would not want to do this. To do this without you. Thanks so much for hanging out. I will be back on Tuesday, and until next time, Clever Coop, you are dismissed. Bye, everybody. Bye.